It is the Chica dance. I'm glad somebody recognized it. Okay. Mm. Actually, give me 1 second, chat. I need some water. Okay. Up. Can Aurelia do the Mikon pose? Can she do the Mikon pose? No, I don't believe she can. But she can do. Let me see. She can do the beam pose. Which I guess now it'd be this expression. There you go. Or perhaps even the pensive one. I've seen she can spin. Yes, she can do a lot. All right. We're good. We're up on YouTube. Hello, everyone over there. And let's see. Fletcher, thank you for the 7. Appreciate it. Let me get the tweet out here and we're good to go. Okay. See, I got that. Do I have the right sauce for it? I do. All right. Tweet is live. Do me that favor, chat. Go give it some love. Grab you guys the sauce for today. Jicky, thank you for the follow. Welcome. It is storming in my area, by the way, chat, quite robustly. So, if you guys lose me, understand it is probably a lightning storm power outage. That usually means that I will be back, like, fairly quickly, unless I'm actually out of power instead of it just being, like, say, a flash. If that happens, I'm screwed, and I'll try to let you guys know on like Discord or something like that. But usually at that point, I go like, okay, I'm just out of power, so there's no way I can come back. Tell Radko to cut it out, I wish. Watch your YouTube vids and found you here. Hello. You're in for a treat. Because just literally 2 days ago, I became a VTuber, so I am totally different than how you're used to seeing me. But all right, we are good to go. Let me get this party started here. And Wajum. Okay, that's a little bit on the spicy side. You guys can see I did get my mouth fixed. Through no capability of my own. I tried troubleshooting as much as I can. I haven't heard back from my rigger on it yet, but basically I just kind of ended up sorry. I just basically ended up rebooting the whole computer and it works again. So I'm not questioning it and I'm not going to try. All I know is that it works. Model's looking fine so far. Thank you, Case. Appreciate it. And I see chat has redeemed many things, including the squirt and the spin. I hope you guys do enjoy the new redemptions. I'm still working on getting some other stuff fixed for that. It's just gonna take some time. This sort of thing is as always, like very much give and take. Hold on. Why is it not doing that? Okay. Well, whatever. You guys are gonna be able to see my start menu down there at the bottom. Where'd she go? Yeah, if you do spin or doge attack, she gets yeeted. So it is what it is. Is your beard causing tracking issues? No. So what's happening, and so that you guys are aware, and like actually this is probably better shown to you from a different scene here. Go to the just chatting scene here real quick. So you guys can see me and my mouth, and everything should be synced up in that regard, and there shouldn't be any real issue. My rig here is such that as a live 2D type of person now, that basically you have your normal standard conventional rig, and then what I also have on top of that is a program called VBridger. VBridger lets you have a more robust and reactive mouth, so you guys can see it's actually like trying to form the vowels quite a bit. My mouth is somewhat rigid in how that works because it's a wider mouth, but it basically does allow me to have a little bit more like shaping to it. And VBridger has its own special parameter called the jaw open parameter that VTube Studio doesn't have by default. And that's what broke. So it was working perfectly fine on VBridger's end, but somehow it wasn't making it over to VTube Studio, and that was causing a bunch of issues. So that was just kind of the problem that we were having. And like I said, yesterday, part of the issue there was I was noticing some turbulence, some lag, basically in the programs. Actually, let me quickly check that here real fast, just to kind of see. Yeah, we're doing a lot better. I don't have nearly the memory issues or CPU issues today. I don't know why. I haven't done anything other than reboot my computer. So it tells me that probably VTube Studio itself has an actual like memory leak in it. This is unfortunately an issue with a lot of VTuber tech I've already noticed just from playing around with it over time, that if you leave the programs open over time, they just start sucking more and more of the memory, and I'm not really sure why. Hello, Kato. How's it going? And yes, Kato also got you guys a new emote today. I believe I categorized it as CAD Surprise, so it should be in there. But I did not put it in the stream title like I should have. Oh, is it maybe because... Yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second. I don't know if chat can see it. You might be able to. But, oh, also, yes, here is today's art. Go give the artist some love. You guys did get to see it there. You're gonna get Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. You're not a fan of Dragon Ball in general. I like Dragon Ball, okay, but I haven't really done too much with it, you know, since like, dear lord, like 15 years. I think the only thing I've watched in the interim is the Broly movie. Outside of that, yeah, I'm not like a huge Dragon Ball fan. I don't hate it by any means, but it's just one of those like deals where it's not something that I'll probably end up playing. There it is. Oh, Cad Bork. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was trying to sit there and think of how to name it. So that was my bad. I just read that last streamer word. That's spicy to say the least. Indeed it is. And somehow now Aurelia is like up in your face. I don't know what dance she's doing or why she's here, but she's there, chat. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can pull her back. Oh, there you go. Get a face full of booba. Okay. Oops, she left. Yeah. Caddy, you gonna get a toggle for the faux hat? I was talking about that yesterday. We'll probably try to get some. A lot of people dipped on stream yesterday though, so that's honestly that's partially why I ended. Chat just kind of died out on me, so I was just like, whatever. It'd be what it be. Love the art, and second of all, are you planning to run a D&D campaign in that city at one point? Ooh, has somebody already been reading my lore? I hope you guys actually do. There will be a quiz, chat. We will do a quiz at some point. I will make sure that everybody has read the lore. But no, yeah, like it's definitely one of those deals that like I designed the world originally. And like you guys haven't seen barely anything of it. I've given you 3 chapters, you've barely even scratched the surface. But I did design the world to be one that could basically work as a D&D setting if it needed to. Is it an open notes quiz? No. Asking for a friend. Who does the strip point perk apply to? Aurelia. Why? Do you want it to be me instead? Is that what this is? I don't know why she relocated there. My question is, how spicy does it get? I don't know. You'll just have to see. I did show it off during the debut, to be fair. Waiting for the audiobook? SMH. Why chat? You play FGO. Why can't you read? I know you're better than this. Here. Let's go back to the FGO section because I already see that people are leaving stream because I don't have FGO in front of me immediately. I don't know why that's like such a like trying thing for a lot of people, but it is what it is. Oh no, she broke. No, she's back. You guys can see I've been making blapples there for a little bit because there's not really been much else to do. We just want to hear it read in your voice. I mean, I can certainly probably do that at some point in the future, but I'm not going to bail you out on that anytime soon. So if you want to know more about the lore behind me or Aurelia, you're going to need to read. And that is what that is. Okay. So there's, as far as I can tell, there's not really much else to do. I was asking chat the other day because I think I maybe missed the announcement for JP, but whether or not those are actually memorial quests on JP or not, because I know we have the ticket redeem there for the craft essences, but that was it. Probably because people are too lazy to read 107 pages. Oh yeah, I get that. And like, I also understand too, I dropped that on you guys in the middle of the week. I don't expect everybody to have it all read right away and stuff like that. It is what it is. I can read it all in one sitting. I have probably read it the most out of everybody. Because I've already read through it a good like 5 or 6 times at least. So I'm somewhat of a lore expert, you could call me. I mean, I guess I should be, right? I'm the one writing it, so if anyone... Oh, no, that's not correct. Hold on, chat. There we go. I literally did the wrong NP there. Could I ask about Okitan Saber's refund question? Yeah, sure. I saw in your analysis video, but I was curious how she works in 3-2x or 2-3x scenario. She'd be fine in that. She's really good. She probably works in a 2-2x scenario at minimum. You can use AI to read it. Why would I bother with that? Like, it wouldn't be difficult for me to just record it and stitch it together. It's just I have to actually have the time to do that, and I have plenty of stuff on my plate for right now. Oh, hold on, chat. Let me grab that. Google Translate strong. Yep. JP Annie's in 3 days hype. Yeah, I'm also gonna assume that's a little bit why the server is gonna be somewhat dead. Twitch is gonna be somewhat dead. There's nothing going on right now, and so everybody's kind of just in a well, it is what it is pattern. And so at that point, it's I think it's just normal. JP has been dead for like 4 weeks. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of to be expected. I would hope that they would give us more before the anniversary like they used to, but I mean, again, like I said, I don't know if these are memorial quests or not. I'm assuming that they are, but if they are, then that's the equivalent of what they've given us. So we'll take the time and we'll do it here. Chat looking for an excuse not to read. Listen, I'm used to that at this point. Inspired by past events, yes. Really, are you not saying anything? Let me just double check something here. There's so many moving parts to this now that it's getting kind of nutty. Let me test something, chat. Okay, now she is. I guess I had to refresh the source again, which is wild because I thought I had done it, but maybe I needed to do it specifically on this scene. I don't know. That's really odd. 20 multis on Summer Kiara banner. Canis and Kama were nice and showed up on multi 3, but Say was stubborn and didn't show up until the 20th multi. I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised with how many people appear to be rolling these banners, given like how many that we have. Cad flexing his reading powers or lack thereof. The glory of dual rate ups. Yeah, to me it's one of those deals where you kind of just I would have expected the majority of people rolled last year, especially since like we knew that event didn't get a rerun, at least until very recently. Like you had to have assumed back when you rolled on an A that the event was not getting a rerun. So I'm surprised to see that so many people rolled here and now, going like, oh well, you know, this is my time. But I guess it's just people trying to complete their like NP levels of stuff. Isn't rolling pre-Annie on JP bad? I mean, it depends on whether or not you care about the anniversary servant. I will say yes, from the simple standpoint of you don't know who the anniversary servant is. I've seen a ton of people try to talk about who they think it's going to be, and experience shows me that it's usually not who you think. It's like JP does all of its theory crafting. The big brains of Reddit and Twitter also try to do all their theory crafting, and everybody always ends up being wrong. Sometimes they know it ahead of time, but usually there's a lot of indicators for that to be the case. I don't think there necessarily is this time around. No one expected pretty much any of the past few. Yeah. Well, it's like, and again, I've seen so much like vitriol and hatred thrown towards last anniversary, and I just don't understand why people feel that way about it. To me, it's not a big deal. It's not nearly as bad as people make it out to be. I can understand that people maybe wanted something different, but I don't get why people get super upset about it. Like, to me, the only big thing that people really should be upset about is probably the lack of like quality of life there. The no coin fix, not changing pity in any way, not helping out FP rolling, that sort of stuff. So it's like, That to me is like, yeah, you can be upset about that sort of stuff, but it doesn't necessarily make like the actual like unit that they gave out or the other rewards bad. Arc was kind of speculated, to be fair. She was kind of speculated, but no, she was a dark horse. I the reason I remember that is because I actually did predict her. I thought it was probably going to be Arc, but for very illegitimate reasons, and I ended up being right in a roundabout way. So it's like most people weren't guessing Arc for that anniversary, and I think everybody just kind of assumed that it wouldn't be the case because it was such a far-fetched idea. Now that Arc is in the game, I think a lot of people are like, maybe it's a thing, right? So it just depends. I think now the possibilities are a lot more endless in that sense. People are way more willing and likely to believe that it could be something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pop this because I still don't have Castoria's NP there. It's going pretty good, Yugi. How are you doing? Annie will be the Spanish Inquisition no one expects. Yeah. Like I said, everyone that picks correctly, if they manage to have guessed it, will be like, I'm a genius. And everyone that picks incorrectly will be like, oh, I totally picked the one that actually did come out. This has been my experience with the community across multiple anniversaries. Whereas, like, with me, I'll just tell you if I picked wrong. I can flat out tell you guys I picked wrong for Annie 5 and Annie 6. It was only Annie 7 that I got right. Annie 8 I was completely wrong on. So, like, and like I said, the fact that I got Arcuid right was just pure bullshit luck. So, it be what it be. It's going to be the Rin Annie summer. I mean, we're certainly overdue. I'd say your odds of it being something Ren related are better than not at this point, right? Thank you, Cal. Appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoy. I hope it's not too jarring for everybody. A new Ren face allowed? No, I mean, I think what I'm trying to say here is memes aside, it is becoming almost an inevitability that there will eventually be another Ren face. The longer they go without it, the more likely they are to pull that rabbit out of the hat. I just have to hope that fully don't expect Toko and Abe. Yeah, I mean those are like my stronger guesses this time around. I think Toko is the very obvious one because she was left out of the collab event for odd reasons it seemed, and Abe no Seimei has at least been like somewhat made possible due to the recent event on JP. So we'll see. I'm not necessarily going to say that either of those will be the case, but I think they're two of my stronger guesses. I've seen a lot of people trying to say stuff like Alt Rouge and everything. We'll see if something like that ends up being the case. I will say it's certainly not impossible. I've seen a lot of people say that like that thing can't be a thing because she's never been like indicated and depicted in any way, and I'm like, sure. Hasn't stopped them before. They've definitely done that with units before, so I could easily see it being any number of units, and that's why like whenever anyone asks me to elaborate on these lately, I haven't really been like doing too much in that regard. Slightly annoyed if she was the Annie unit. Yeah. Something to Mama related because ninth and Nine Tails. That would be an interesting idea, an interesting concept. I like and see. I feel like it's our sort of like downfall as community members that we look for patterns and we anticipate that like that's going to be the case. Like we see the fact that it's like, oh hey, it's Year of the Dragon. Oh hey, it's you know like it's Ninth Annie. Surely there's gonna be Nine Tails, and then it ends up not being the case at all. Like that sort of thing's difficult. I don't really know how to feel about it, and I'm gonna say that more often than not, I think that's just monkey brain looking for patterns rather than like the devs actually giving any sort of credence to that. Because I think almost everything that they do is story driven. Whereas we're always looking for like, hey, this would be a good like idea for like marketing purposes and stuff, and they don't work like that. Like any other company probably would, but they don't. They're all story driven. They already fumbled Year of the Taiga. Yeah, exactly. Like, and I would love to see more Taiga content. I think that that's one of those characters that is not properly developed in Fate Stay Night that they could absolutely give more love to. It's not that she's like lacking characterization. Fate Stay Night does a good job by her. It's that they can easily do more with her, particularly if they want to go the like pseudo route, like with Jaguar Man and stuff. Looking good, Cad. Thank you, Via. Appreciate it. Let's see, one of the two Heavenly Kings of Raiko. They were mentioned in the Ibuki chapter. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that people actually want more of. And it's kind of funny because, like, I don't really know where their aim and direction is at this point in time. To be fair, we've never really known that in FGO. It's always been wherever Nasu wants to take us. But it is an interesting thing nonetheless. So it's like I would like to have some sort of clue or hint as to where they're headed, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to spoil myself for upcoming story. So in 2037, we can get Alt Rouge when Tsukihime Part 2 releases. Yes. That, in fact, I'd say that's maybe a little bit like overzealous. I think you're assuming that by 2037 that you'll have Part 2 of Tsukihime. I'm thinking more like 2077. You know, give them a couple more years, and then they'll for sure have it. Kondo Isumi. I've seen a ton of people ask for it, and you know, for me, absolutely. Like, I know why people want it. At least on the like English speaking side, a lot of that just comes straight from like Gintama, and a lot of people would like to see that. But even the Japanese people, I feel like I've seen before them asking for it. Tokugawa's been another one as well. I think it's kind of like just their way of trying to stay away from that sort of stuff and like not making it like too relevant. Like they still go like with big name characters and everything, but they don't go like crazy with it and like do the people that are actually like, I guess, still big today, that influence today a lot. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they will. Yes, my Ember situation. I have an Ember situation on NA. I have only these 3 units left to level, and you're probably thinking, well, that's not an Ember situation. And you would be wrong, okay? And the reason for that is because I basically have Embers that need to be used at this point in time. So I'm going to end up throwing at least the caster Embers here into Castoria. Not gonna be the best, but I'm trying to go into our upcoming Stay Night campaign decked out in Embers again, so that I can basically just abuse the 2x suck rate. 600 5-star, yeah, it's a thing. I've also switched to just doing like gold or silver CEs for the 90++ because I am totally done with shop. The only thing that I have left are the statues and monuments, which I don't normally get anyways. And I am still like, I think I'm still like 1,000,000 points off of the actual like end of the point ladder, which is wild to me. So we get the download campaign. We get the Fate Stay Night campaign, which at least seems to incorporate part of the download campaign, which is spicy because it makes it so that we're not sure whether or not we're going to end up getting the actual download campaign. I'd say odds are still somewhat good because the only thing that they took from the download campaign was the success chance. But Well, I guess I took success chance and the half cost dailies. So I don't know. It definitely depends on what they want to do. I thought you already had a 120 Arturia Saber. I do. I have multiple. It's me just leveling my Castoria is all it is. This point ladder is so long. Yeah, I don't really know why. To me it feels like they should have given you points some other way, like maybe through the timers or something, but that would probably be overkill. But I guess they could have balanced the amount that you get from nodes. Get some statues and monuments when it's easy for class. Yeah, and this is usually the time when I do it because I say this, but I feel like just about everybody rolls at summer. And this is kind of backed up by data where like essentially summer is always like it's basically summer, anniversary, and New Year's are the three most popular like money making banners for FGO, particularly summer. So in that regard, I assume that everybody rolls either on one of the banners or the other. Like even if you don't want the female characters, odds are you're probably rolling on the dudes at that point. So they tend to make a ton of money off of this, and this tends to be when everybody does roll. So as a result, it usually means that you will have craft essences. And if you have craft essences, it should mean that you have the easy capability to clear shop. And once you have the easy capability to clear shop, yeah, you just go ahead and you grab those statues and monuments because why not? They're cheaper than they normally would be for you at that point. Rolling on dudes, Gachi Hyper, yes. What materials are used in class score? Oh, just about everything. It's just like you're gonna use statues, you're gonna use I think even skill gems at certain points, and you're going to use ascension mats, and it just really depends on each individual class score. Of all the Guru servants, is Okita your favorite? I don't mean just because Saberface. Yeah, I mean probably, right? Like, and then I would say Nobu is a close second, and I certainly like Kagetora. From there, I think it kind of goes off a cliff a little bit. Not that I hate the rest of the units, it's just they're much lower in my opinion of them compared to some of the other units. A good reason for why that is just the amount of time that you've spent with at least Okita and Nobu as opposed to everybody else. But then I do like Kagetora, and I do like Himiko as well. Even Izo? Yeah, even Izo. Honestly, like Izo's okay in my book. His issue that he has, in my opinion, is just that he's always just the edgy guy. And he's combative for combativeness' sake. Do we know when the Stay Night campaign starts? No, but we do know that the social media campaign ends on the 6th, I believe. So, like, probably on the 7th. Cad, do you care at all about Carrie Walgren? I have no idea who that is. So, I'm going to say no. Like, in a weird way, that name maybe sounds familiar, but I'm not sure. I'm going to be gunning for in Summer 8 is Zerctoria because the other two don't interest me. And that's fine. You guys know the deal at this point. Oh, Saber's English VA. No wonder I have no idea who the fuck that is. She is an English VA? I'm just kidding. I probably have seen the name before is why. But am I super familiar with her? No. I feel like I have heard some of her stuff. I don't feel like she does a bad job. You guys know me. I'm Kawasumi pilled at that point. So it's like I straight up will always prefer Kawasumi. Beating Kawasumi in my eyes is going to be just impossible for anyone else. But no, I mean, like, yeah, like if I ever had the opportunity to meet her, sure, I'd love to like talk with her or something like that. I feel like that'd be an interesting thing. You care about Mary Anning? I like Mary Anning. I think she's an interesting character. She had 3. Oh, good lord. Loves her, you grailed her so much. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that was obviously a mistake. But no, like I don't hate her by any means. I do find that she's a very like funny character in that regard. She's just very new. So it's like, is she my favorite? No, no. I have my 15th Annie statue signed by her. Oh, nice. A mistake, wink, wink. No, chat. Y'all keep gaslighting me. Everyone says like, "Oh yeah, okay, Cat." Trust me when I say this. I'm still pissed about that. And the reason that I am is that I absolutely wish that I had managed to like, what's the word I'm looking for? I wish that I had managed to save that grail because it is the entire reason that Castoria is not 120 right now. she literally, like, I have the embers to make her 120. I do not have the grails because I'm 1 shy at the moment. Actually, I say that I can now get the grail, so I could probably do it if I wanted. But at this point, I may as well wait for that Stay Night campaign since we know we're getting the suck chance. May as well stretch the embers even further. Oh, it just keeps giving me cards here the opening turn. I'll take it. Funny, because every time I do this off stream, I never get cards in the opening turn. The game hates me. Don't worry, I did the same thing you did. Yeah, no, it's nothing like I'm not gonna say like, oh, I hate like every VA for Saber that is not Kawasumi. It's just a case of like I'm unfamiliar with their game type deal. Unless you meant the mistake was the grailing mistake that we were just talking about, in which case I've totally gotten distracted and juggled too many conversations in my head. 12 grails, 0 coins for Artoria. Pepe hands. Yeah. I still firmly believe this, okay? Everybody that's ever shat on the coin system, everybody that's ever said grailing to 120 is a whale thing, everybody that's ever said it takes too long, it's too hard, it's too difficult, I'll never fucking do it. I swear to God, like 90% of those people, if they fix coins, will just immediately reverse course. I think it's just an obvious thing at this point. You became a knight? I did. Hello, I see your face is working again. Yeah. The only thing that resolved it, I could not get it working. Even my rigger hasn't managed to like give me any sort of help on that as far as I've seen. But it just straight up what's the word I'm looking for? It was something that could only really be resolved by a hard reboot of the entire computer, which I think is just bullshit. I hate when technology does that stuff. It's one of the most annoying things for me is when tech just like refuses to fix itself no matter how much you reboot it, and it takes you actually like clearing the cache for it to work. Like you straight up rebooting the computer and dumping everything. And I'm like, that's just dumb. I like there needs to be some sort of reset command in there for that. Who is your king? Well, you need to read the lore to find that out. I'm gonna keep shilling my lore, chat, so just be prepared for that. I understand not everybody has the time or not everybody's going to care, but expect me to keep just shilling the lore for that. I gotta get y'all reading it. And again, if you guys want the lore, it's posted on the Discord. I'll even throw the link in chat here if you guys give me a second. Wajoom. Shill that lore, exactly. In fact, there you go. It's now pinned. Friend codes given out only with a 95% score on the lore quiz. Ooh, I like that idea. That'll be great. We definitely need to do that. And I need proof of certificate with your name on it and the time that you completed it at. Hello, Kayotsu. How's it going? This is really funny today because I was sitting in I was sitting in Vienna stream, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with her, but she's a how do I put this? She's a former like League of Legends GM, but she was playing Elden Ring. And the whole time she kept using the Crag Blade, and she kept calling it the Craig Blade on purpose to like mispronounce it. And so like every like 2 minutes, just sitting there at work, I kept hearing my name over and over and over and over and over again. I was like, ah! It's like driving me insane after a while. Because it's just like, stop calling me. Did you see the new Oberon figure they spoiled? I really want it. I did. I think Summer has too many units. I summoned on some of the Summer banners and 10, 10, 10, 4 or 5 of them. I went from 500 shells to like 180. Oh, I'm basically out of shells. But the good news is your monthly ticket has shells in it. So that shouldn't be too big of an issue. The voices, yes. I'm in shell hell, same. Okay, so let's see. So that's basically everything here. You guys can see. Oh, okay, we're actually doing pretty good. I was at 5 million earlier today, but now I'm basically at 5.7. So I probably just have the one more day of this and then I'm done. I still actually, ironically enough, need to do the 90 plus. I also still need to mop up some of these 5 APs. But I don't really see the point in like wasting too much time with them. As far as I know, they're relatively nothing burger. But again, just to show you guys the actual like whatchamacallit, the actual shop here. Like I said, I just have code removers and the statues and monuments. There's nothing else. So we're totally done with everything, and it's just a matter of time. I'll probably end up finishing tomorrow. So that means I'll be done with, and I don't think I've been like the most efficient I possibly could have been with this. But I'll probably end up being done with like, you know, a good like 5 days left at that point at least. Finally had to use the cum cubes for summer units and secret caster gems, surprisingly. Yeah, it's just a thing. The more you tell me to do something, the more I hate the idea, even if I was intending to do it. That's fine. It's still not going to stop me. I'm still going to keep saying it, Otaku. I'm sorry if that pisses you off. Started playing at the end of 6th Annie on NA. Got Morgan to NP3. Used the coins on her appends. Now I can't 120 her, so yeah, I don't like the coin system. Yeah, honestly, I think that is one of the best arguments. And I say this as somebody that has messed up one of my appends myself. I think the fact that you can mess up an append and there is no way to undo it or to get more coins without spending money is honestly scummy. I don't like that at all. Like it's not like it's like, oh, hey, just go farm more materials where you can do that totally free to play. Nope. It requires money to fix. And I think that's dumb. Code removers should lock appends and refund coins. That would actually be a pretty good use at that point. I'm dead serious on that. I actually really like that idea. That is probably the best use of code removers I have ever heard anyone come up with. Probably the same reason I get jaded about Morgan, because Nasu seems to love trying to shove her down my throat ever since she came out. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If you guys saw my post on Twitter today talking about like Castoria hate, it's the same issue that I have with stuff like that. Like, I don't hate Morgan by any stretch of the imagination. I obviously love her design, and I think she's a really interesting character. But yeah, the absolute shilling that like a lot of people end up doing for that character gets tiresome. Like, for instance, I literally saw somebody the other day on Twitter that was like, oh, not only is Morgan a Saberface, but she's the best Saberface. And just like, and I'm just gonna keep saying this, and I'm like, I don't like when people do that shit. I'm sorry, like, it's just annoying. It's like, you're okay liking Morgan, and that's perfectly fine. It's the combativeness and the point of I'm gonna have a dick measuring contest with everybody that just pisses me the fuck off. Sounds like engagement bait. Yeah, and that's exactly why I just ignore it. Like it bothers me, but I don't interact with the tweet. Well, you don't love having to NP6 to max a unit? Yeah, no, I don't think anyone should ever have to do that. I think that's stupid, and I think, and I've said this before. I don't think, I don't think it's good for anybody to glorify rolling NP6, right? Like, I think, especially for like me as a content creator, I take this seriously, and I don't think that like I should ever be trying to say like, oh, hey, yeah, totally going for NP6 is a good thing. You guys have seen me roll for NP6 a singular time. I regret that. I wish that I had not done that. And outside of that, the only other times I've gotten 6 are when it was like a selector ticket and I just didn't care who the hell else I was picking off of it. That's it. So at that point, I just said, fuck it. I'm just going to grab the 6th copy of my waifu to complete them because I don't have anyone else that I really even want on this. But yeah, it to me, like, I don't think we should be trying to like glorify that and hold that up as if that's a good thing, because that's exactly how we end up in a bad situation, right? Like, that's why we have this standpoint of like, oh yeah, people are now like, you know, wailing extra hard on these units, and we're sort of incentivizing the devs to continue with this scummy nature. Because like, and I'm gonna say this, chat. I'm a firm believer that FGO, outside of its gacha rate, has always been very fair to its players. I didn't really think it was scummy in any way, shape, or form until we got to this point with the coin system. That's the first time I've ever felt like they were really, truly scummy. Everything else was just brutally fair, as I like to call it. Like, it was like you didn't like it, but they weren't really fucking you in any way. The coin system is the first time I've ever felt like we were getting fucked. Hello, Azure. How's it going? Did you roll MP6 Summer Abbey? Oh, yeah. I mean, I've gotten a 6 copy of other units, but not by choice. Those were like 100% like, oh, I got double spooked rolling for the 5th copy, or I basically ended up like in some scenario where, oh, I didn't have the 4 stars even complete on the banner, and I really wanted the 4-star. So that was more of a like suffering from success moment than actually trying to get the 6th copy. Previous gacha was Monster Strike and Dokkan Battle. Upon playing FGO after those two, I immediately knew that the game was the better one on the market years ago. Yeah, like, I don't know how to say this, because it's like, obviously FGO has not had the best gacha rates. Obviously, it, like, you know, had its issues like back when we had like the whole 4 Saint Courts per spin instead of 3. Again, we have things like the pity system that could be a lot better, right? But they are what they are, and they don't feel deceptive in any way, shape, or form, nor do they feel like they're really like incentivizing anything, other than maybe the pity system. And I'm gonna say the pity system is less a pity system and more just a safety net at this point, and I'm glad it's there. Dear Lord, am I glad that it is there, because good God, I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the day, not having pity just friggin' sucked for the sheer depths of which you could sink trying to get 1 copy. But no, I mean, like, it is what it is, and that's kind of the problem with it in general. I short my name. New Power. I see. Wait, why didn't you just shorten it back to Power Mega again? But yeah, like I said, the coin system's the only one where I feel like they are really trying to get you to roll beyond what the game's previous parameters actually were, and that's why I don't like it. That's why I have major issue with it. The fact that you are incentivized to roll a 6 copy is the stupidest thing in the world to me. And that's why, like, chat, I don't pull my punches on this. I am more than happy to give the devs praise when they're deserving of it. I'm also more than happy to just absolutely call them out on something that I think is just scummy as all shit. And the coin system absolutely is. They need to buff more units. They need to improve gacha rates and improve the coin system. Gacha rates are probably just going to be what they're going to be. like I've seen people say like, hey, can we get, you know, the like a 4-star pity or something like that, or hey, can we get like a lessening of the pity amount for 5 stars? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to say the rates are going to be the rates. And we'll be lucky to see any change to pity. If we do, I think it'll probably be like sort of extra features added to the pity rather than an actual change to the pity amount. And I'll be honest with you, I'll be fine with that in reality. If they actually do just straight up change the amount that like pity is coming in at, that'd be great. But I would expect that would be accompanied by their tweaking of the amount of free currency that they give out to the players. So instead, what I would think is that they're probably more likely to do something in some other way. Again, like having pity roll over to a new banner, that sort of thing. The monkey paw curls once more. Exactly. CZ, thank you for the resub. How's it going, bud? Even a pity rollover would be awesome. Yeah. I just want single 4-star rotations back. Right. And that's exactly why I've said, like, I would very much like it if they actually did what's the word I'm looking for here? But like if they actually ended up doing something in the realm of like not allowing pity to reset, where like it just rolls to any banner and stuff like that. And so because pity doesn't reset when there's a banner change, you can now bring back rotational banners, which means you can now bring back solo 4-star rate ups, which is really, really a good thing. Hello, Zaruku, how's it going? Whoa, echoes in the background. Yes. I don't think they'll ever lower the sandcourts they give out because players would eat them up alive. Oh yeah, 100%. The thing is get like you can look at other games, and FGO is very generous in how much it does give, especially for just literally like your account existing. Is an A gonna have experience 2 times rate? You're gonna have a 2 times suck rate, not like double experience. Right now, you have double experience on the Valkyrie welfare for this event, but which may be what you meant. I'm just clarifying in case there was any confusion. FGO generous? Yeah, no, FGO is very generous. I'm dead serious in this chat. Like, you can get a ton of currency just from playing the game actively. Like, it is not an unheard of thing for me to just like go over and like suddenly look at like my mailbox and see that I just have a crap ton sitting there. Every 50 days I get 30 quartz. I bond up my units a lot. I end up getting, you know, various milestones from completing things. I get my login bonus. I get my weekly bonus. I get to buy the whatchamacallit, the tickets from the shop every month. Like, there's just a ton of ways that you end up gaining currency in the game. It just requires you to play. It's not like, hey, yo, bro, you got to go do this super tedious thing. It's usually just playing the game in any style will earn them for you. Pretty much the only like structured thing is you doing the weeklies, and that's not that difficult. Most of the time, the weeklies are like literally just, bro, play the event, right? I hear you say that, but how often can you pity? Like Grand Blue Fantasy and Blue Archive get pity every 2 to 3 months. You can pity at least 3 times a year. Now, here's the question that I have. How often do you hit the pity? How often do you need to go to pity? In FGO, you usually don't need to go to pity very often. Usually. There's definitely some spans of bad luck. I, for instance, have hit pity in like 3 out of 4 banners. Like, that has been a thing. But then I go, like, several banners where I don't hit pity again. I hit pity 3 times last year. Yep. Yeah. And that's how I know that it can be hit 3 times in a year as well. Hello, Victor. How's it going? But yeah, it's It's not as difficult as most people make it out to be. Am I saying that FGO is the most generous gacha game? No, I'm not. But am I saying FGO is very generous with what it gives out? Yes, it is. I think the people that try to claim that it's not are usually in denial. And the other thing that I would point out too, FGO usually has this issue in general. And that issue is, oh crap, I really like this character, I'm gonna roll this character. Oh hey, it's the next character coming out. Oh crap, I really like this character, I'm gonna roll this character. With literally like every character, you feel the need to roll for them. There's definitely people out there that'll be like, no, I don't. I don't have to. But it does feel like the community at large seemingly gets baited into rolling every single character. And I want to say this too. That's definitely true of like Genshin and Star Rail and stuff like that. Desire sensor works in cruel ways. It does. How does overcharge C's affect a servant's MP if it's already at 300%? Like, does it go even beyond that? Yes. There's 5 ranks of overcharge that are possible. After 5, no, it doesn't. FGO is a cult. FGO is evil. I'm gonna be real with you. FGO isn't a cult or evil. If anything, it's more the community, right? Pity after 600, I'm done. So let me just say this. I usually don't like that mentality. And the reason why is, imagine giving up at 600 if you had the extra currency. At that point, why not just get the unit that you were trying to get? And then hopefully the game's more generous to you on the next one. Like, I'm totally understanding to the people who are like, oh, well, I don't have like enough for pity. That's fine. And I'm not going to tell you to go spend money on the game. I'm just going to say, it's like, I don't see the point in arbitrarily setting a cutoff point and not hitting the pity if you actually do have the currency to hit it. There's definitely enough otaku. I love our clairvoyance, can plan out my rolls without YOLOing. Exactly. I've been meaning to ask, how do you emulate? I don't. So you're seeing my computer on the screen right now, right? Like, and you're seeing my mouse. But the reality for like why you're seeing this is just because it's actually coming through through OBS here. Like, that's all it says. This is just a full screen projector of my OBS. And what I'm doing is I'm just capturing my phone. Which is why, like, you'll see here, like, touch. Are we 1000% a cult as a community? Chat, I would like to hope that you are a cult. But I feel like a cult would believe everything I say and would show up to every stream regardless of what I'm streaming and would worship me. And I don't expect people to do that. That's no problem, cousin. I'm new, but does free-to-play players actually hit pity consecutively? It can happen, yeah. You always hope as a free-to-play that you don't have to go to pity, but it can happen. That's why my advice to you guys is to save up enough so that you can hit pity and then roll accordingly. And again, like, hopefully you don't get taken to the cleaners, you don't hit pity, and then you have even more towards saving to the next one. To change FGO from pity to spark, I would have less problems with pity. I've heard the term spark before, but it has a totally different meaning in FGO. Sparking in FGO is the card turning from silver to gold. So you'd have to tell me what you mean by sparking. Like, I assume you mean like, Well, like something similar, maybe where like the card can just appear after a while. What's the healthcare benefit of joining this cult? Emotes, joyful emotes that raised the morale. I haven't hit pity consecutively, even after 6 years. That usually happens more to people that buy quartz. Yeah, I mean, like I've hit it consecutively, but I also roll a ton. Like I play 2 servers and I end up being a whale absolutely on one, and I have spent money on the other. So it's like it's a thing that can happen. I pray it never happens to anyone else, but it definitely can. Summer was good to me though. Yeah. After a certain amount of rolls, you can choose the character from the gacha. I got you. Yeah, I would actually like to see something like that. At least, like maybe not on the rate up banners, but at least like maybe on something like multi banners or story banner or something like that. After 300 rolls, you pick what you want. Yeah, and see, that's really funny to me because I see so many people be like, oh, FGO is set like super high. I'm never going to hit that pity amount. And I'm like, what do you mean? It's actually like, it actually is what most other gacha games use as their pity amount. The exception to that have been the newer games like Genshin Impact and stuff. And at least my experience with those games has usually been that they're a lot stingier with resources to help compensate for that. Hello, Barry. Liking the model? Thank you. Appreciate it. I haven't hit it since it came out, but I also roll way less than most people. Hey, listen, don't look the gift horse in the mouth. Just be happy you haven't hit it, right? I just hope FGO never goes to a 50-50 system. I do believe 50-50 is just cancerous. Arknights has a spark system for limited banners. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would ever want to emulate Arknight's system. Or wait. No, I don't think Arknights is that terrible. I think I'm thinking of Epic 7. Arknights is just the one where the packs themselves are expensive, if I remember correctly. The twisted meaning of free to play. Like there are several players who are free to play and do GSSR Destiny Order. Strange to me. I don't have a problem with that. And here's why. Allow me to explain my logic on this. If all you do, if you are free to play in every aspect, and the only other thing that you actually do spend money on is a GSSR or Destiny Order, you're still free to play in my eyes. Because how I look at this is not based off monetary value. I look at it from an account development standpoint. A free to play player that is truly free to play will just simply have less units. The free to play player that's rolling a GSSR will have, on average, 1 more unit a year. That's it. That's really it. Like they're not, well, sorry, 2, I guess, if you consider rolling both GSSRs. But they're not really going to end up with like, oh, hey, I've spent money on the gacha. I've now gotten to whale. I've now gotten to roll a bunch more. I have all these extra craft essences that I wouldn't normally have. I got spooked by all these 4 stars, maybe even a 5-star that I wouldn't normally have. So that's how I kind of look at it is, yes, they're investing some money in, but it is the bare minimal value to get a reward. So it's like, how I've determined that, just to like not upset people, is usually I refer to those people as cheap to play. But to me, from my eyes as a whale looking down, they're absolutely still free to play. They just simply do not have the account development of being even a dolphin at that point. Do you still play Wuthering Waves? No, I have not. Is Destiny Order too expensive? No. It's just strange to say free to play when it's money spent, I guess. Yeah, like I totally understand why people think that way. It's just not a big deal to me. I spent $240 on GSSRs and I'm called free to play by Khadroth. I am hurt and in pain. I thought GSSR only were like dolphins or something. No, you're not even close to a dolphin in my eyes. The seas are the overlooked gems of whales. Yep. Saber Leonidas? I thought we wanted Shielder Leonidas. I would buy the Destiny order 10 times if they let me. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, people would absolutely still keep going after it because it is just a guaranteeable unit. It's a GSSR, no matter how you look at it, right? Having a guaranteed SSR is always going to have worth. $15-$20 for 3 limited SSRs is insane. Yep. Remember when Whales 3 turned farmed with 3 super scopes? No, I never remember that. That's not a thing. You can't lie to me. It's totally not ever been a thing, chat. I've never heard of this. I've never heard of this. Where's my K-scope line? There it is. There's 3 right there. Those are just the not level 100 ones. There's my 3 level 100 ones. It's him! Get him! Hope all's well. Hello, Spartan. I just hope they give us Destiny summons next year on an A after we get got it this Annie. I think you're gonna see. I expect that is one of the more like obvious announcements to me this anniversary on JP. I fully anticipate that they are just going to go ahead and say, here you go, here's another Destiny order summon. And it's not going to be that crazy. It's just going to be as expected. And we're just now going to, from now on, get Destiny order every year. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. And in that regard, like, chat, we get welfare units. We get GSSRs twice yearly at minimum. Like, does FGO, like, cause you to have to spend money on it to get that? Yes. But I mean, it's guaranteed. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like that's that scummy. I'd rather have that than a fucking battle pass. I gotta be dead honest with you. I'd rather just have a straight up GSSR. Like, I know people don't care too much for the farming in FGO, but like, I've never minded it. And I'm somebody from the origin. Like, if people are complaining about farming now, they have no idea. They have no idea how much better it is now. It is so much better than what it used to be. Like, I don't think people get that. I think people don't understand the sheer depravity of what it used to be. So, chat, I'll give you one example right out of the get-go. This one's gonna hurt you right in the feels, okay? So, you know how you guys do like 500 boxes in a lotto? I know a lot of you are going to be like, no, I don't do this amount, right? What if I told you that the way that this used to be is the equivalent for what you would need to get 500 boxes in a lotto would have only gotten you like 350 boxes? That's the way it used to be. It used to be instead of 600 currency per box, that it was 800 currency per box. There was also no faster rolling out system, and it just took freaking forever. There was no skip in between the waves. There was no quick death animation. Your Arash would take forever to die, and then the game would lag out, attempting to load the unit from your backline to bring in. Okay? Like, it used to be so much worse. The people that complain about the farming nowadays, oh my god, they have no idea. They are legitimately just spoiled brats. How did FGO pop off? Well, its story was great, its characters were great, and people just like the IP. And honestly, the gameplay wasn't bad. It just wasn't great either. And really, a lot of the old gacha games struggled from gameplay not so great anyways. And listen, I'm gonna be real with y'all for a second here. I think gacha games still struggle from this. And I'm not speaking in an FGO sense. I'm straight up speaking even with like MiHoYo and stuff in mind. I don't feel like MiHoYo games have that good of gameplay. They just basically sit you on a farm loop and make you go and do things infinitely, and people gaslight themselves into thinking that that's fun. And like, it is what it is. You can say the same thing about FGO, but it's like, I don't know. I don't see that big of a difference, and yet you have one side trying to T-pose on the other side all the time. Gachas are actually just time-wasting games. That's all they are. Do you think NA is going to get another exclusive GSSR for back to school? No. No, I will always bet against NA getting any exclusive GSSR. In other words, like any other game. I mean, you could always argue that a game is a waste of time. What I'm trying to say is I feel like gacha games, for the majority of the of like how they're designed to waste your time, not value it, if that makes any sense. People all too often conflate disliking something with it being bad. Yeah, I think there's definitely like the subject matter of taste and preference in that sort of thing. And there's also the fact that like a lot of people will be sensationalists and they'll be like, oh god, I hate this. And they're like, I'm mildly inconvenienced by it, right? Like they make a mountain out of a molehill. I'm used to this guy I was raised on the farm. Yeah, exactly. Ever played a Korean MMO, chat? There's a reason that is in and of itself a meme. A time sink pastime, in my opinion, and I'm happy at least. Yeah, like, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that they don't value your time, and they are actually, if anything, designed to lock you into it and keep wasting it, right? They want to keep you here. That's games as a service model. That's not unique to gacha games. Sounds crazy when you think about it. Oh yeah. Don't you wish you could send your extra black grail to JP? My extra black grail, which one? Because there's another one. And I'm pretty sure there's some in my second archive. We don't need to get into that. Oh, there's another one right there. Hello, Katana. As a not so proud level 62 in Black Desert, yes, I've played Korean MMOs. Yeah, I've heard Black Desert's pretty bad for it. Mushroom game. Even now still riddled with time sinks, gacha gameplay loops. Yeah, like, and I guess that's all I'm trying to say is that like you'll get one side. Like, I have unironically seen Genshin Impact players be like, FGO's gameplay is so trash, Genshin Impact is so much better. And I've been like, huh? You mean walk up to enemy, press 2 buttons, spasmodically like dodge around, not actually in any sort of threat or harm, and then press 2 more buttons? Oh my god, that is such riveting and engaging gameplay. But I did get to see pretty lights on the screen, and I'm like, at that point it's no different than watching the Noble Phantasm animation. I think that's just the usual traditional RPG hate. Yeah, like, it just is what it is. But that's all I'm trying to say is, like, I don't feel like any of them is particularly like revolutionary in terms of its gameplay. It's just they're basic, right? And it doesn't mean that it's bad. It doesn't mean that you can't have fun with it. It's just I don't understand why people try to like T-pose on each other and act like my product is superior to yours. It's like, no, it's really not. It's just the exact same thing. ZZZ is revolutionary. My God, it's so revolutionary that people have said it's basically just PGR Lite and a upgrade to Honkai Impact the Third. It's definitely revolutionary. I think the only revolutionary thing is the 3D assets, an emphasis on ass. People just dislike turn-based gameplay. Yeah, and that's like I think that's perfectly okay. Like I'm gonna say some people prefer action style, some people prefer turn-based style, but if last year taught us anything, it should have taught us that yeah, action is not superior to turn-based gameplay. Nor is turn-based necessarily superior to action. But we did have a turn-based game win Game of the Year. So it's definitely not a defunct system that's not good. People like it. It's good. And the people that hate on it, either it's not their cup of tea, and so they should sit down and shut up and just say that it's not their cup of tea, or they should realize that maybe there is something there and give it a chance. Exactly. Both are good. I love both turn-based gameplay and action gameplay. And as somebody that does like action gameplay, the criticism that I often have for it is that it's brainless most of the time. It really is press two buttons and just go. The issue at play that I have with a lot of it is they have the capacity to create strategy within turn-based gameplay, or sorry, action gameplay, and they don't. And that's a sad thing. Same thing a little bit with turn-based gameplay. You have the capacity to work in action elements, and you choose not to. Someone recommended me Genshin and Wuwa saying their gameplay was fun. It wasn't. I think if you're somebody, especially if you don't like open world, Genshin and Wuwa are not going to be a good fit for you because they're very much explore the world, collect things. So if you're not somebody that likes to run around collecting stuff in an open environment, you're not going to like those games. And I think that's true of like any open world game. So you could just say that it's not everyone's cup of tea. And I think that's probably the biggest issue that we always have with these sorts of things. People just can't seem to realize that there is an opinion rather than a fact. And they go like, oh, yeah, you'll love this. Why? Because I love it. And that's what they're trying to do is they just want you to play because you know they like it and they want a new friend to play with. They want somebody else to share their passion and their enjoyment. And that's perfectly okay. It's just a lot of the times they seem to like forget that it's their opinion and they treat it as if it is just fact. Who do you think JP will get the GSSR that NA got, which was announced at JP Annie 8? I don't know. I'm really curious at this point. I like half wonder if they've forgotten it. First sub of mine to CadTuber, for he is potato. Thank you. I appreciate it, Bob. And thank you for the resub as well, Spartan. Oh, Spartan had the nice month. I didn't even see that. I didn't know I liked Elden Ring. Yeah, and that's fine. Like you might have just not liked some other aspect to it. You might not have liked the simplicity of it. You might not have liked the fact that everything was a fetch quest. It really depends, right? Like there's definitely certain things that like I've played tons of open world games. There's some that I love. There's some that I fucking hate and think that they're shallow and like lack any sort of funness to them. So it really just depends on how the game is presented and how it's like what they're trying to get you to do, what the actual gameplay loop of it is. Unless it's Devil May Cry, then it's in fact superior gameplay. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I've heard Devil May Cry. I've heard people that loved it, and I've heard people that hated it. So, again, I think it is what it is. it's something that's obvious to me, especially as someone that's been around for a while, that like people's opinions do come into play with these sorts of things. It's very easy for me to spot, but I think your average person can't spot that. I think your average person just goes like, oh yeah, so and so told me it was great, therefore it must be. Like they treat the opinion as fact and they can't realize that it's not. And so then they get in there and like, wow, this is shit. I was told it was gonna be good. And they didn't realize it's like, yeah, you literally just got told by somebody that, you know, they liked it, right? And that's all it really was. Monster Hunter will always be my go-to action game. See, Monster Hunter is a great example because Monster Hunter was a game that I played, and the first time I played it, I hated it. Like, I didn't hate it patently. I liked the concept of it, and I wanted to enjoy it, but I was frustrated by it, and further frustrated by the people that I was playing with, and it made me hate it. Then I took several years break, came back to it, and with a new group of people, found that I enjoyed it a lot more. Listen, I'm not gonna judge Dragonite. I enjoyed Genshin until I got high enough level that the fights ceased to be a challenge. Yeah. A matter of shaving seconds off clear times. Yeah, I do agree with that, Harbinger. I think that is a thing. I think Genshin has a fun enough loop if you like open world, if you like collection, until you get to the point where all you're doing is artifact grinding and doing Abyss. Once you're at that point, you just log out and you basically just come back when there's new content. And I don't blame people for doing that. I think that's a very obvious thing to do. It's very similar in FGO. If you don't like to farm, FGO is very much, you're just playing it at that point for the character collection aspect and the story. So if you don't like to farm, you're just going to kind of get to end game. You're going to get the base materials that you need for your favorite characters, and you're just not going to play until there's new story. There's also why like FGO just peaks whenever there is a major story release. Yep, I did see the Dramalogue is coming back. It's going to be at Anime NYC. I saw a lot of people are like super hype about it. I'm not going to say it's a bad one or anything like that, but chat, have you guys noticed that we haven't in any way, shape, or form paid any attention to any of the Dramalogues? Why? The localization staff kind of killed the hype for it. So this one should be hype, but mostly just because it's dealing with LB6. And do understand, it is still a TLDR, so like you're not getting the full experience. People loved LB6, yeah. I mean, I think the cool part about the LB6 one here is that it is like fully voice acted because they did it for the anniversary. I forgot what the Dramalogues are. The Dramalogues are meant to be a TLDR to get you guys going with the story. I shit you not, they're basically for people that didn't read. It serves as both a reminder and also a like TLDR for people trying to catch up. What's the difference if I already read the story? It's voiced. The panel with them is on Saturday. Oh, I hadn't looked at the timing of it yet. That's interesting. I mean, I'm going to assume they're just going to release it anyways, so. Which is very important since the community largely doesn't read. And since the community largely doesn't read, I will now remind you that I have a gigantic, like, 3 chapters worth of lore that you can go read. make sure you do so today. We're waiting for the CAD lore Dramalogue. You're not getting one. Chat, maybe I'll do that one day, but I'm going to tell you that you're not getting one. That way you feel pressure to go do it. It's FOMO, chat. I can't wait till everybody else is talking about the lore and you don't know what the shit's going on. I got a Buki. Congratulations, Aaron. FGO players and Yu-Gi-Oh players have something in common. Yeah, wasn't I seeing something about like players complaining in Yu-Gi-Oh that the cards' descriptions are too long? And I'm like, I mean, isn't that the case with like all the trading card games? Like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, like I feel like they're all that way. They all have very verbose descriptions. I just sped through and went back to read it. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you for something like that, especially if you did at least go back and read it. I mean, look, in all seriousness, I can understand Pokemon being the easiest one. Because out of all the TCGs, I feel like Pokemon is the one that's most made for kids. Like Yu-Gi-Oh, I feel like is at least like, yeah, it's kind of for kids, but also kind of for like at least young teens. Whereas Pokemon, I feel like is straight up for kids. What cat arc are we on? Well, I mean, I could tell you because I've read it. But have you read it, Zodiac? Also, I will say to both Moons and Bob, assuming Bob's still here, but because he's out of the area for right now. But you guys should definitely go back and read the lore because now you can read it with the pictures. So at least at minimum, you should go looking for the pictures. Google Endymion, the mighty master of magic. Endymion. Okay. Well, I mean, like, I'm gonna be real with you here. It's less that I can't read, and more that like the text description size here is tiny. Okay. You can remove 6 spell counters from your field, special summon this card from the Pendulum Zone, then count the number of cards you control that can have a spell counter. Destroy up to that many cards on the field, and if you do, place spell counters on this card equal to the number of cards destroyed. You can only use this effect of Endymion, the Mighty Master of Magic, once per turn. Spellcaster Pendulum Effect. Once per turn, when a spell/trap card or effect is activated, quick effect, you can return one card you control with a spell counter to the hand. And if you do, negate the activation. And if you do that, destroy it. Then you can place the same number of spell counters on this card that the returned card had. While this card has a spell counter, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. It also cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. When this card with a spell counter is destroyed by battle, you can add one normal spell from your deck to your hand. Okay. That didn't seem hard. I mean, I don't know half the shit of what it's saying, but that's because I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! But, like, I'm gonna be real with y'all, chat. This sounds about as verbose as, like, reading... Kimba, thank you for the gift, Peanut. Appreciate it. This sounds about as verbose as, like, reading, like, Summer Kiara's skills. I still do not know what Pot of Greed does. Well, you see, it allows you to draw another card. which you use to draw another pot of greed. Two other cards. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Like draw with paper? I think so. Something like that. It's kind of like using it as toilet paper. It's okay to have bad taste. Oof. Magic the Gathering's the only card game I really played. So what you're saying, Kimba, is that you would like to play with Creamy. Wait, what are cards? I don't know. I just like chat wanted me to read this to show like just how verbose it gets. This is definitely verbose. Like this is way too like tightly packed. You could tell they could not fit even another word, and they probably already like had font issues trying to fit it in. But like, yeah, is it verbose? Absolutely. Can you read this in the amount of time that you have for your turn? Yeah, absolutely. Like I don't see how it's that big of a deal. And if you don't understand how it works, why the fuck are you battling someone in Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, I feel like whenever you're playing a TCG, knowledge is power, and you absolutely should know like everything you can possibly know. That's the only way that you're going to be successful and win. Believe in the heart of the cards. Yeah, maybe that's how people do it. Maybe just slap it down and then just shout, believe it. Because I watched the anime and wanted to have fun. Well, listen, if you watch the anime, then you should know that the only true way to win is to say, screw the rules, I have money, or to bring a gun. I haven't even played a single game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I know that. How else are you going to send MFers to the Shadow Realm? Lord Porcino, thank you for the follow. Or kidnap your rival's grandpa. Well, to be fair, that one didn't work. So, like... It's probably also because you have another 5 to 10 different cards that you played this turn. Listen, that's your own fault, okay? If you're playing all these cards and you have no idea what any of them do, it's your own fault. If you're playing against somebody that's playing all these cards and you have no idea what you do, congratulations, you lost because you went in unarmed with knowledge. All I know is point fingers. Okay. There, chat. She's pointing at you. Silly cat, it has to be an invisible gun. Okay. Does it, though? Like, for instance, now Aurelia has a gun. And she's not asking anymore. In 4Kids America? Yes. Did rather play solitaire with themselves because of the deck they made? Yeah, I mean, I get that, but isn't that when you do like so I've watched Ash play here some recently. I'm like, Chad, isn't that when you like, what is it? Is it Ash Blossom or whatever that lightning card is that destroys all their fucking monsters? Raigeki, thank you, yes. Yeah, that's you let them take their 10-minute turn. And then you just go Raigeki, and then you just laugh. And you watch as they forfeit. That's what I've seen from watching Ash play. Just destroy their entire field. It's simple, chat. Come on. If your board loses to Raigeki, it's probably not the best board you can make. Oh, I agree. Probably not. The fact that there's a singular card that invalidates the entirety of your build is probably not a good idea. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh feels like a single player game. Listen, I'm dead serious on this. I've been watching Ash play a ton. I have not seen that much. Like most of the games he's playing are at least like back and forth. And he's been playing on Master Duel, so I don't know if they like changed something recently, but I have another card to show you. Where do I send it? To my OnlyFans? No. Aha. I mean, you could always tell me to Google it. The real counter to giant boards are hand traps. Well, I mean, obviously, if you activate someone's trap card, right? I find this hilarious that we're having this conversation because I actually know nothing about this. I'm sure Ash is sitting there in the distance, just cackling like madly, or he's asleep. It's one or the other. Teller Knight Ptolemaeus. Chat is Yu-Gi-Oh where you guys learned FGO terms? Well, hold on. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say the one that I was looking at, I think it was an image template because it didn't even have a description. Okay, 2+ level 4 monsters. Once per chain, quick effect. You can detach 3 materials from this card. Special summon from your extra deck. One XYZ monster that is 1 rank higher than this card, except a, quote, number monster. By using this face-up card you control as material. This is treated as an XYZ summon. Transfer its materials to the summoned monster. You can detach 7 materials from this card, skip your opponent's next turn. Once per turn during the end phase, you can attach 1 Stellar Knight card from your extra deck to this card as material. That's not bad. That's not as bad as the prior one. Why am I looking at a VTuber model that resembles a Western isekai protagonist? Because that's what I am! Ass graph sorcerer? Okay, but chat, what if we look at the anime version of it? What if we look at the anime version of the card, chat? Surely that's better, right? Like chat, you guys can read this to me, right? All of you know what this says. Each of you can read this to me. All right, during your main phase, you can destroy this card, and if you do, take 1 Stargazer Magician from your hand or deck. And either place it in your Pendulum Zone or special summon it. You can only use this effect of Astrograph Sorcerer once per turn. If a card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can then choose 1 monster in the GY extra deck or that is banished, and that was destroyed this turn, and add 1 monster with the same name from your deck to your hand. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. That last sentence was total ass. Like, that was not a sentence. They just made it a run-on, and they totally didn't use proper English there. You can banish this card you control plus 4 monsters from your hand, field, and or GY, one each with Pendulum Dragon, XYZ Dragon, Synchro Dragon, and Fusion Dragon in their names. Special summon one, quote, Supreme King Z Arc from your extra deck. This is treated as a fusion summon. Graveyard? Okay. All of these would be banned in Trouble Size due to paragraphs. I see why. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Is it wordy? Yeah, absolutely. That's why you need to just know this shit ahead of time. Like, and what you need to know is you need to know about what it does. And then if you have to look at the card, you look at it like, oh, okay, he can only do it once, right? Like, that's what you need to be like. You need to have knowledge of what its base effect is. And maybe there's just some finer things that you don't remember about it. But chat, let me ask you, how many Yu-Gi-Oh cards are there now? Like, are we talking like 1,000? Or are we talking like 300? 10,000 plus. Okay. Well, never mind. You're fucked. I hope you guys play Yu-Gi-Oh all the time. Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't like to put keywords like magic to group common effects. Yeah. You should check out the DDD archetype. What does that sound like, King DDD? I like that now it's pulling up Yu-Gi-Oh terms for me, like Google knows. Wait, I have no idea. It's just taking me, like, it's not giving me a card. So is this not a card? You just give me the wiki pages. Different dimension demons. Yeah, I mean, like, I assume this is them. But, like, I don't have an actual card for this. They released a special card for the 10,000th one called 10,000 Dragon. Understandable. Have nice day. I mean, that's kind of what I would expect at that point, right? Like, that at least they're cognizant of the fact of how many that they have and that they would start going, like, crazy with it. Like, at that point, if I had 10,000 different cards, I would start being like, all right, Tittymon, you're my new Yu-Gi-Oh champion monster thing. And like I would just start putting like hot women all in here. And I would start giving them like progressively less clothing each time. Have you checked Diabell Star's thighs? Is that this one? Is that this one? Is it this dude's thighs? Because he's got the most shapely ones. Magic also has a rotation, which Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't have. Magic has around 27. Well, okay, so like, and I assume Yu-Gi-Oh is very much the same. Chat, how many of them are like true unique cards? Where like, they're not like, hey, we totally did a collab with something. Because I feel like that's how a lot of these TCGs go now, is they just do collabs and they just keep adding to the deck over time. Almost all? Okay. Konami often censors more revealing outfits when those cards come to an A. Fuck Konami. All my friends hate Konami. Capcom better. I have heard that basically Konami is just screwing the pooch in just about every single facet at this point. I don't think it ever collabed with anything. Oh, really? Interesting. Dragon made Yu-Gi-Oh cards? So this? Definitely cute. Is this like supposed to be based off of the Dragon Maid series? Like the anime? They're mostly references to properties like Cosmo being Star Wars, Wizards of Oz. Okay. There's a reason many of them call him Co-Money. Well, I mean, like, you know, at this point, it's pretty obvious that, what's his face? Hideo Kojima basically was just done with their crap. The series was okay. I wish that archetype was a bit better, but it's so cute. Those three monsters from before were DDD Gust King Alexander, DDD Flame King Gangesh, and DDD Wave King Caesar. Why do we have to put the DDD in front of it every time? I feel like at that point you've got too many cards, right? Like if you have to qualify that stuff in order for people to be like, oh, that's what they're talking about because we've got 10,000 different cards. Like, yeah, I could definitely see that being an issue, right? Done with John Konami? Wait, are you also going to be done with John Halo as well? The archetype name, it's for searching with cards. Yeah. They don't want to spell out different dimension demon every time. Well, I get that. I get that it's an abbreviation. I'm saying, why do you even have to put DDD in front of it? Or is there is another form of like Flame King Gangesh and Wave King Caesar that's not a DDD version? Knights of the Rounder cards, yeah. Was the kaiju archetype, but still distinct from any reference to its original? Well, yeah, because I think kaiju's not a copyrighted term, right? Like, because doesn't kaiju in Japanese just mean like big monster or something? Look up the card called Aurelia in Shadowverse Evolve. Oh, yeah, no. So fun fact, when I was basically coming up with the naming convention for Aurelia's character, and I do this for just about every single character that I come up with a name for. I check. I look to see what else has the name. And in the process, I found, I want to say two things. One was I did find the Shadowverse one, right? And the other was I found League of Legends having Irelia. That's it. Those are the only two that I found. And it's been hilarious because since then I have now seen like 4 or 5 other different uses of people using that as a name, which is fucking hilarious. Because like when I looked for it originally, I didn't see very much at all. And now that I've looked, I've started to see just a ton. It's every card isn't generic and can be used by other archetypes. Okay, yeah, like I said, I'm unfamiliar with Yu-Gi-Oh in that sense. Should try to search for Lin Kuribo. Is that literally supposed to be Little Kuribo? They had to ban it because it was so flexible. Jesus. Thoughts on Infernoble Knight Astolfo? I mean, like, Astolfo is a real person and a knight, so, like, that's not that crazy, but... Okay, so I have a question for you, chat. Is this a man or a woman? Is this a man or a woman? It's like face-wise, it looks like it's supposed to be a woman. Yeah? What do you mean, yes? Chat, what do you mean, yes? Looks like a female aura, yeah. A feminine man, it's whatever you want. God damn it. Why? Now I wonder if this or well, so this is 2020 here is what this says. So like I wonder if this or Fate is older. I assume Fate is older. At which point, I wonder if this is low key a Fate reference. Like the design is totally different, so I'll give them that. But I wonder if the fact that it's like somewhat androgynous is 100% meant to be a callback to Fate. He looks like Rama. Yeah, I could see that. Infernobles are paladins. Well, again, like to be fair, right? Like a paladin is exactly what Astolfo was historically. So like basing it off that person in history and making it a paladin, that is nothing crazy. That's a card, good sir. Not if I burn it. They have Charles as well for Infernobles. Yeah. I mean, but you say that like I mean, I don't know how Yu-Gi-Oh! Universe works, chat, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say that like I mean this just strikes me as like, okay, you're low-key a demon. Like you're not a noble, you're an infernoble. After this, can you read Animate the Dead, Magic the Gathering, and Premature Burial and Yu-Gi-Oh! In this order? Why are you doing this to me, chat? Well, I'm getting the 5e spell for Animate Dead. Oh my god, why do we have minuscule scans of cards where I can't actually read it? What is wrong with you TCG players? Give me something that I can actually read. Okay, here we go. Okay, and then you said, what was the other one? And Premature Burial? So I don't lose it. Okay. So when you play Animate Dead, choose target creature card in any graveyard. When Animate Dead comes into play, put that creature into play, and Animate Dead becomes a creature enchantment that targets the creature. Enchanted creature gets -1/-0 if Animate Dead leaves play, bury the creature. I assume you're telling me to read this because it's like it just keeps flipping over the same words. Like it keeps just juxtaposing them. Premature Burial. Activate this card by paying 800 LP, then target one monster in your graveyard, special summon that target in attack position, and equip it with this card. When this card is destroyed, destroy the equipped monster. LP is life points? Yeah, that I got. But like, I don't know. What was the point we were trying to make here? Thus, the meme of TCG players can't read was born. Oh, did I miss something? Did I not read something here? I'm confused. Magic is longer than Yu-Gi-Oh! In this case. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah, this Yu-Gi-Oh! Card doesn't have very much going on. I guess the wording is weird. Oh, the wording on Animate Dead here for Magic is absolutely weird. Again, when you play Animate Dead, choose the target creature card in any graveyard. When Animate Dead comes into play, put that creature into play, and Animate Dead becomes a creature enchantment that targets the creature. So, like, it's straight up, you reuse the word creature 3 times in the same sentence. You reuse Animate Dead twice in the same sentence. And you reuse, let's see, what is it? No, yeah, okay, it's just those two. I don't know how old the Magic card is, yeah. By the way, the modern text is as confusing. Yeah, like, it's odd how it is. I assume, like, so chat, if you're trying to make a point about it being confusing, I can see how that would be the case, but I also feel like if I actually played, I would understand it a lot more. So like, because I don't play, I don't understand it in the slightest. So obviously it's going to be confusing to me. Players don't play it properly because they can't read. I got you, Durs. It becomes easier when you play. Exactly. Like that's just one of those things where it's like I'm unfamiliar with it, so therefore it's going to be confusing naturally. But the fact that it's like, it's not that my brain can't parse the sentences or anything like that. Though, to be fair, chat, remember, I come from a background of someone that played a lot of RPGs. I'm used to doing a lot of reading, and I'm definitely somebody that has had to do a lot of reading, both, you know, like just on the regular every single night on stream and just in general, like for my job. So it's one of those deals where like I probably have a much higher reading comprehension level than your average person does. Probably. It's not that there aren't moments where I'm Papega too, but. Have you heard of Weiss Schwartz? Yes, I have. Scheherazade, yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh players just become lawyers with how many dumb wording shit exists in the game because the localizers don't translate it right. Well, so how does that work in things like Master Duel? DM'd you the version I think they think? Oh. Let me see. Enchant creature card in a graveyard when animate dead enters the battlefield. If it's on the battlefield, it loses enchant creature card in a graveyard and gains enchant creature card. Sorry, gains enchant creature. It's more of a tongue twister than my inability to read it. Enchant creature put onto the battlefield with animate dead. Return enchanted creature card to the battlefield under your control and attach animate dead to it. When animate dead leaves the battlefield, that creature's controller sacrifices it. Yeah, I feel like that was already just more clear. Like I could process that a little bit better. Master Duel is sort of closer, but it gets weird because we have stuff closer to the Japanese players. Yeah, I mean, I watched when Ash was playing it, he was playing against Japanese players, which I think is actually cool that you have a format like where that sort of thing can happen. I can't click that thing that Steve sent me. That is a terrifying thing there. CAD check our linear equation cannon. Is that like the peasant railgun in D&D? Still more text than premature burial? Oh, absolutely. These two games have different bases that make certain interactions easier or harder. Yeah. Why are we looking at a good reanimate spell? Hello, Creamy. Chat had me reading several Yu-Gi-Oh cards and talking about how verbose they were, and then in this process, they tried to call up animate dead and make me realize that one of the magic cards is actually more verbose than one of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They were testing my reading comprehension, of which I told them, I was like, well, I read it and comprehend it to the best of my ability, but I don't understand a lick of what it does because I don't play. OG dual lands. Bro, you should check out Pot of Greed. No one can figure out what that card does. What do you mean? Pot of Greed allows you to draw 2 more cards, which you use to draw Pot of Greed. Like I said, chat, even I know this meme. And I've known this meme for a long time. Look, here you go. Oh, really? Never mind. I can't debate chat. I was gonna try to debate chat, but the website wouldn't let me. All right, here you go, chat. Look. Here is Pot of Greed. Okay, I 100% understand what this card does. Out of all the cards, this is the one that I understand. Okay. This is the one that I actually get. But what does Pot of Greed do? It allows you to draw 2 cards. There's a Pot of Greed retrain that banishes 10 cards from your deck and is still played. What? Monster Reanimation is also super easy to understand. I don't know about that. Like from watching Ash play Yu-Gi-Oh, I was sitting there and I was just like, huh? Because like I just kept watching him like destroy enemy monster cards, and I kept watching the person return it from their graveyard even stronger. So I was just like, this just seems dumb. They did a text-only basic land as a joke. Let me see. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Of course it's Swamp, too. This card's name is Swamp. Basic is its super type. Okay. Land is its card type, and Swamp is its subtype. A deck may contain any number of basic land cards with the same name. You may play this card during a main phase of your turn while the stack is empty and you have priority. You may not play this card if it's not your turn, or if you do not have any land plays remaining. Well, on the battlefield, this card is a basic Swamp permanent. Because it has the subtype Swamp, this permanent has an intrinsic mana ability. I have no idea what that arrow symbol means. Add Skull. This ability can be activated anytime you have priority or are prompted to pay mana, but only while Swamp is on the battlefield. To activate it, pay its cost. Right arrow. The right arrow symbol denotes tapping a permanent by rotating it 90 degrees. It is then tapped and cannot be tapped again until it is untapped. Once this cost is paid, you add 1 black mana denoted by the skull symbol, which may then be spent immediately or left unspent for later use. As each phase or step of a turn ends, you lose any remaining unspent mana. It's tapped until it's untapped, chat. How did we get here? Simple reading? Yeah. Did you guys show Cad pendulum cards? Yeah, he showed chat. I think the very first one that I saw was a pendulum card. What am I hearing? I have no idea. Okay, chat's just wanting me to read this in my movie voice at this point. No. People don't necessarily die when they're killed. Endymion, yes. It's from a secret layer. The gimmick of the secret layer was writing out all the rules that are inherently understood about playing land and timing restrictions of such. Did you see the Rush duel cards now? Thunder has a lot of weird wording to explain how a duel and works. Huh? See, that's a huh for me, but it makes sense, but it's what happens when you explain things people think they should already know. Check out Nirvana High Paladin. I think you'll like that one. Listen, chat, I have a type, okay? Oh my god, why is that Yu-Gi-Oh site so bad? So you're talking about this one, right? I don't know, this looks like a dude. This isn't my type, chat. Pendulum monster, you control attacks for that battle. It cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, you take no damage. At the end of the damage step, if a pendulum monster you control attacked, all monsters your opponent currently controls lose attack equal to that of the attacking monster's attack until the end of this turn. One turner or plus one more non-turner synchro monsters. For this card's synchro summon, you can treat one pendulum summon pendulum monster you control as a tuner. If this card is synchro summoned using a pendulum summoned pendulum monster tuner, you can target one card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, an opponent's monster by battle, you can have your opponent's LP. If this card is in the monster zone, is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can place this card in your pendulum zone. What the f did I just read? Who put a Mega Man character in Yu-Gi-Oh? It definitely feels like that. I was expecting that this was gonna be some, like, big tit blonde woman. You got my hopes up for nothing, chat. Cad, why are you reading Nirvana High Paladin? I don't know, because chat asked me to. So many pendulum repeating. Yeah, actually it was kind of funny because since it wasn't back to back, it wasn't like a tongue twister. So it's like, you could treat one pendulum summon pendulum monster. If this card is synchro summoned using a pendulum summon pendulum monster tuner. But I can easily see how that would be very difficult for somebody to read if they didn't have a good mastery of the English language. Please look at Silent Magician. You guys are going to fill up my entire search history with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Well, she's not quite blonde, but I'll take it. Definitely hot. Although, isn't this basically all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Magician cards at this point? Cannot be summoned, cannot be normal summoned set. Must be special summoned from your hand by tributing one spellcaster type monster and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card gains 500 attack for each card in your hand. Once per turn during either player's turn, when a spell card is activated, you can negate the activation. If this card is destroyed by battle, or if this card is in its owner's control, or if this card in its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon one, quote, Silent Magician monster from your hand or deck, except, quote, Silent Magician, ignoring its summoning conditions. Check out Celine Endymion's wife. Celine Endymion's wife. Well, I actually got Greek mythology on that one, chat, so. Thank you. That does not actually help. Let's try typing Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh man, screw this Endymion guy. She's mine now. There are multiple silent monsters, basically. Trust linear equation canon is not your type, Cad. What do you mean? Apolleusa, bow of the goddess, Artemis, who looks like Atalanta. Yep. Not gonna lie, forgot her full name. Celine, the Sacred Sovereign of Magic? How could you forget her name? Look at it, chat. Look at the size of her name. It's fantastic. Baron de Fleur is up your alley? Baron de Fleur. I have to say Fleur. I have to roll the R. I mean, there's not much here that I can actually see. Like, there's something here. This definitely looks like some Rongo Miniad-esque stuff, but like, yeah, I straight up like there's nothing to actually see. I can see a little bit of tummy. I can see some shapeliness to the hips and to the chest, but that's about it. Check lacrima. Lacrima. Na da da na da da na da da. Naughty man. Prince Smith's lacrima. Now, why is there like different art for some of these? Wait, like, wait, why are we having me check this out? This is a dude. Yeah, this is a dude. Why are we checking this out? This is 100% a dude. It's the new Dante of Yu-Gi-Oh! I see. Wrong one? Listen, chat. I looked up Prince Smith's Lacrima. Which Lacrima are we talking about? Lacrima of the Scarlet Sorrow? This one? Yeah, this one looks a little bit better. This one looks a little bit more desirable. I was gonna say, I was like, damn, I don't know what chat's thinking, why they think I would be into this. Like, that shit just looks like nightmare fuel. Oh, she's new? Yes, she's new. I'll have to ask Ash if he has this card. Here, let me just copy this. Let me go find Ash. Hit message. Do you have this card? There you go. The best part is it's in Japanese, so he won't know. He doesn't, it just came out. You don't know that. What if he has it? She will be OCG for the moment. So wait, so what's OCG? Look up rescue animals. I've actually seen a couple of those before. The JP game. Oh, so wait, is there like an actual time delay between... That's whack. Why is there a time delay between the Japanese version and the global version of a TCG? Remember, chat, the three genders of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is mecha, anime girls, and dragons? Why not all three? Why not make a mecha anime girl dragon? Katakana says lacrimosa. I assume they don't want to wait for translation. Yeah, which is kind of wild to me. I'm surprised that, you know, because I assume Yu-Gi-Oh! Still at least probably makes some decent bank. So it's like, I'm surprised they don't just have an in-house person translating it on the fly. And they get some cards earlier than JP. That's also weird. Elemental Hero, Burstinatrix, Burstanit, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I'm just gonna go with the anime one on this because the anime one looks hotter than the card. At least from what I'm seeing. Have you ever seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Chronicles video? No, but I have seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, which is, as far as I'm told, the only Yu-Gi-Oh! I actually need to watch. Why are we looking up Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards? I don't know. Chat just got me off on a tangent at this point. Number 86, Heroic Champion. That's not even a woman. Chat, this isn't a woman anymore. Servant of Silence? That's Rongo Miniad? Is it? I mean, like, I could see how they would say that that's Rongo Miniad, but it's not. They're lying. Servant of Silence. Is that a Yu-Gi-Oh card? This doesn't feel like it's a Yu-Gi-Oh card anymore. It's Shadowverse. Okay, I was gonna say. The card Dark Witch? I mean, this one's like... Well, hold on. Let me find a better quality. Like chat, this is I don't know why that took me to eBay. I guess because you can buy the card, but let me see. I'm just trying to find an actual, like... I guess this is the art of it. But yeah, like, this one's, like, okay. This one, out of all the art styles that I've seen, looks pretty dated. Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. Yeah, that's definitely more to my liking. Yeah, give me some of this. Give me some of this and you can get me to play Yu-Gi-Oh! That's 100% up my alley right there. Look of Silent Paladin. I think we already did. It's funny how everyone got so into this. Listen, it's why I'm in, like, I'm just okay with it. I know we're not supposed to be doing it, but, like, I'm just okay with it because chat's so into it. There's also Blue Eyes White Dragon. If you're Kaiba, indeed. There's a whole series of Dark Magical Girl. Oh yeah, I could believe that. They also have Valkyria Magician. I mean, this one just looks like normal Dark Magician Girl, just different color scheme. I sent you a card from FOW, I think you'd like. Wait, what's FOW? Force of Will? I see. Valentina. Indeed. Definitely nice. As long as I can show this on stream. Cardfight Vanguard? See, I'm gonna say this. Cardfight Vanguard seems to understand. They understand. They get it. They get it, chat. Like, I don't know why this is a difficult thing for the other trading card games to understand. Cause like, goddamn. That's some nice booba. That's a whole deck, I see. In the HoloLive official card game coming up in a few months. That's wild. Like, and I'm surprised it actually took them so long to do something like that, because I feel like doing an actual TCG would be one of the easier things for like a new IP to do, right? Like, it wouldn't be easy to get people to adopt it, but it would be easy to like print it. The difficult part would be making the rules not just total ass, but Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon reminds you of anybody in anyone's NP in Fate. Nope, never seen it before. Yeah, that's obviously Mellison. I mean, I say that Mellison is probably based off that rather than the other way around. Because Mellison's still relatively new in the last 2 years. Sitting here playtesting Vanguard decks. Nice. Well, we do have, and chat, allow me to say this, we do have a TCG channel on the Discord now, so if you guys haven't gone down there and checked it out, definitely go do so, because we do have several people that are already in there just geeking out and nerding out about stuff, so I'm sure the more the merrier. We do. It's down in the other games section, but it's there. Yeah, this isn't even the first time I'm mentioning it. I mentioned it when we first made it. I still think that Exo Sister Michaelis is literally made for Can. I'll be the judge of that. Oh my god, why does this website suck? I keep getting baited because I keep clicking on it. If I could get an actual, like, high-res scan, maybe. My god, why is it always... The highest res scan is literally freaking, eBay. Okay, so you're talking about this one? Oh, hell yeah. That's practically Aurelia. You're not wrong about that. Card game art? Yeah. It's above the other Gacha tab. Yep. I told you? Yeah. No, you're not wrong. No, you don't get to use the graveyard, you fuck. Exactly. Mage Spectre Drago, maybe up your alley? Mage Spectre Drago? Oh, whoops. I typed dragon. Dude, I don't want these eBay results. Oh my god. Enough. Yep. Yep. It's like I have a type or something. Horny card game art indeed. Exactly. Went from reading comprehension to card game art. To be fair, chat, I appreciate art more than I do literature. That has always been my thing. It's monkey brain, right? Like, if you think about it, what happened first? Did you gain the ability to read when you were a caveman in a cave? Or did you first draw, like, terrible stick figures on the wall? I guarantee you drew the terrible stick figures first. And that's why monkey brain ascribes more to art than it does to reading. Yes. What you see is what you get. Exactly. Art is just easier to understand. I mean, there's definitely people that ascribe a lot more to it, right? But we have pictograms as well. Well, chat, that's why when I did the big lore document there for the first 3 chapters, it's why you have Durz's art in it. So that you guys can actually have something to see, so that you can relate to something since you can't read. I figured that was the best way to do it. Is chat filling out Cad's profile for future ads? Probably. Insert prison booty thesis? What does that even mean? Can I interest you in Dark Lord X? Is that supposed to be Ixchel? And you inverted it? Yeah, Ixchel. I mean, that's not bad either. The art for this is at least pretty solid. She fat. She pretty hot and tempting. Prison School, the anime. Digimon also had a TCG and look for Ange Woman. Oh, I've seen Ange Woman. I know. That's like I'm dead serious. I literally only know Ange Woman and Agumon, and the reason I know Agumon is because I had a friend that used to just constantly talk about it, and the reason I know Ange Woman is because she's a hot blonde. And that's it. That's the only two Digimon that I know. And Exceeded? No, I have not. Grand Archive TCG? Aurelia when Cad comes home, Exo Sister Else? Wait, what's that? Ah, I see. I see. Yeah, now I understand why chat was saying this one's wholesome. Oracle King de Arc? Why? Why does that sound like an unholy mashup of Janu and Artoria? Yeah. Like I said, I'll go with the anime when I can because the anime seems to, which is surprising to me that the anime seems to be better drawn in some regards. Because it is. Well, to be fair, I feel like the fact that these are all monster cards is kind of the issue. I also have a friend who does the Yu-Gi-Oh meme of Draw Monster Card. And then he also does a pretty good impression of Yamate Yugi. It's because it's newer, I see. Older art was from back in 2000s, yeah. Gatomon because cat, El Gato, yes. That makes more sense. Like, and I can see that sort of thing. All right, chat. It's actually like beyond the time that I wanted to go, because you guys did debate me with this for a while. But let's try out a game that's probably going to make everybody groan. I'm sorry, but I've been told this game is not as bad as people make it out to be, and that there actually is some goodness to it. So give me 1 second here. I'm gonna switch scenes just for the purposes of booting this up. Ubumasume, no. No. Whoosh. The totally not Warframe. Yes, the Warframe with hot women. That's basically what it is, chat. That's basically what we're dealing with. The draw monster cardo thing, you could see Berserker's Soul later. The card that card made the meme, yeah. Oh, so Warframe, yes. Is Uma Musume already out? I don't know. Bunny kind of hot. Bunny's not the only one that's kind of hot. It's now the summer event in this game, so that's what I'm looking forward to. But I have no idea how to play this, so chat will have to forgive me if I just suck. This game has also been taking its sweet time. It's sweet time loading. Warframe would never have they. Warframe has at least added one Warframe with a big chunky ass now. Because this is what competition does. Also, let me know if the volume gets too loud, chat. Also gonna make Aurelia see-through, as I have done in ages past. Ooh. That gives me an idea, actually. Chat, what about Cortana, Aurelia? Yep. You guys can see we do have the first update, and I believe we have let me see, can I see the skins? I think I gotta get in the game for that. Asuna or Shinon? Asuna probably, but it just depends. Hold on, chat. Where is it? There we go. What if we do it like that? And then... oh, what was it? Was it color correction? Yeah. There we go. So we can actually turn her a little bit see-through here. Just so that chat can see. Opacity, yep. Yeah, this is the issue I had. I did download new stuff, but I have no idea why, but the shaders have been taking forever to load. So, what is First Descendant? This is a game that, as chat has said, is basically Nexon. It's very similar, at least. Sorry, did I say Nexon? Warframe. Nexon's the developer, which has Nexon is the reason that everyone's like pissed. But apparently Nexon has actually been making changes for the community, is what I've seen. So I guess a lot of people are like excited for it. And I know several people who play it, so it just is what it is. The Warframe, yep. Nexon is also in Warframe too? Oh, that I didn't realize. It's still controlled by the literal devil, don't expect too much. Well, here you go, chat. So for instance, this is a good depiction of what some of the characters look like in the game. And let me see, because there's clearly people that are just drumming away. I've not been on at night like this, and there's clearly a lot more people playing. But I wanted to see if I could show, I think it's inventory, is it? I also have no idea how to rank up my mastery, so I have no idea on that regard. Customize, so yeah, you can get like skins and stuff. Yeah, here's the shop. And I think the shop is what people are actually pissed about, because the shop is not like... so there is a battle... excuse me, there is a battle pass, and then like right now we have the summer skins. So for instance... okay. 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 So that's why a lot of people are like in on this game, is because the characters are just hot. It straight up is just hot Warframe. At which point again, like I have no idea what I'm doing. So chat, if you guys do, feel free to tell me, because I have no idea exactly what. Hold on. Exactly what I need to be doing in this regard. Here, hold on. I need shades for this. I can't just be playing a shooter without some sort of shades. Can we make that the same color as the skin? I have no idea. I do know there are dyes, so that is a thing. How do I get back to... okay, it's G to get to the world map. And then, yeah, I think I'm in Kingston here. And I have like these... I have to get materials for Bunny, and I have to do a quest, and I have no idea how to do that. And like I said, my main complaint with this game so far is, look at that. My shaders just went backwards. Oh, you guys can't see it. It's behind me, but the loading shaders screen just takes forever. Why does the base map look so sus? I mean, it is what it is. Frames and Warrens have always been hot. Listen, chat. The entire reason I don't play Warframe is because I don't like the looks of the Warframes. Like they just look uncanny valley to me. It just straight up looks like some weird alien like fungi attached itself to you. Like, to me, it's a simple, like, I disagree with their art style. They are, actually, yeah. So, like I said, to me, it just doesn't look good. But I can see that, like, I don't know why, but I've had people tell me, like, what do you mean it looks perfectly fine? So it's like, maybe it's just a me issue. Looks like Skyrim modded to have guns? What, this? No, this is way better graphics than Skyrim. And like, unless you're referring to modded Skyrim, at which point, like, yeah, sure, go for it, right? But like, at that point, you're not even remotely talking about normal Skyrim. Really is in secret form or spirit form or secret Cortana form. Secret Cortana form. Which I can actually hear, chat. Ugh, there you go. Now she has that. Actually, what happens when I bring Doge out? Oh, Doge is also in that form. That's hilarious. They're just gonna be there hiding. Yeah, so like my loading times are the biggest complaint I have about this game so far. And I haven't spent very much time with it, so I don't actually know. I also have no idea if this actually gives the item I need. Or if there's a way that I can even tell. We can blame the PS for the load times being shit on PC. Maybe, or maybe it's my PC, right? Like, I have no actual idea. But, I don't know how, like, multiplayer something like Warframe is, but it does feel at least like this is maybe meant to be somewhat Destiny-esque in that regard. Yep. I guess I will start a public operation? Because... Actually, I have no idea. I have no idea if this is a thing where, like, I need to be doing this on my own and not partying with other people, or what. So do all share loot like in Warframe? Yeah, it appears to be that, like, loot that drops is just your own loot. Is there melee in this? There's a melee button. I have no idea if there's an actual like melee build yet. I'm still stuck with the basic Descendant, aka Warframe, if you want to think about it like that. No, everyone gets their own loot. Yeah, okay. So Blue's been playing this. Loading only takes a couple seconds on PS5. Yeah, I think this is like a shading or a shader like bug or something like that. I saw a lot of people when I looked it up and they were saying that this has been a thing that they've been experiencing since the recent like hot fix. So like maybe I'm just affected by it as well. Xbox loads pretty fast, so some of you do play. I see. Yeah, I do know there is crossplay though, because I've seen people that are on like Xbox and PlayStation. Sounds like a PC issue. I mean, to be fair, my PC isn't like a slouch in any way, shape, or form. It's not like the best of the best, but it should have no problem running the game. So like, there may be a way to like reduce the load time on the shaders themselves, and I'll have to like see if that's a thing. But I definitely wanted to give this a try. Said fungus is just the flood from Halo. Okay. Skyrim, someone's high. No, that's like I was saying, I don't see, like, the graphics in this are just way better. Like, it's not that you couldn't mod Skyrim to this level. You could, but modding Skyrim to this level will just be insane. And let's be all honest, you wouldn't. You would just go mod Fallout. Okay.
Descendant. Unfortunately, none of the Ancestors' data remains in this terminal. I will check the other terminals, but it seems the Vulgus were successful with their extraction.
That can't be right. If it were possible to fully extract the data, then the Magisters would have already done it.
Until recently,
oh wow,
it
looks
would
like
have been
there's a
impossible
bunch
for
of
the
us in
Vulgus
here.
as well. However, if they have someone on their side who is very familiar with the Ironheart,
So they pretty much already did this first area without me.
by applying algorithms from the Ironheart to military applications, electronic warfare capabilities can be greatly improved. I recommend we investigate the other terminals.
Okay. My friends keep getting the ultimate pieces. So you do have like abilities, like each person has a special ability equipped. Like for instance, this one that I chose has like some sort of frost-like ability.
Descendant, did you come here looking for me? You come to witness the superior technology of the Vulgus. I am Greg, commander of the invading Vulgus forces. It is a shame that I am unable to face you directly.
Okay. I'm just making sure I grab all the like, so like there's like weapon attachments and stuff. Ultimate pieces like prime stuff, I assume so. Ah, that's the resource box. But did we just get teleported in? Right there, baby. Hopefully that's enough. I gotta have it loud enough that I can still hear it, but not like too loud,
this
right?
terminal also does not contain the Ancestors' data. However, Descendant, I sense the transmission of the Ancestors' data is happening close by. That is most likely where the enemy command center is located. As the enemy sealed off Kingston's network, transmitting data over a long distance would have been impossible.
That was too short.
Opportunity to retrieve the ancestors' data.
Oh fuck! Where did they go? So you do have a shield. You also have various different rounds. I'm just kind of using my machine gun to move through this fast. Okay. I think that was it. That was all we had to do for this. Moving to Albion now. Okay. This is better? Okay. If an explosion happens, we can barely hear you. Yeah, I know. There's not much I can do when like the volume peaks like that. I just wanted to make sure. Because like, to me, it was certainly on the louder end, but I couldn't tell if it was like too loud for you guys or not. How much longer till we get our first bit of news in FGOJP? Yep, that's what I'm hoping, is that we actually do get something. We definitely have, excuse me. We definitely have, not much longer, really. Like we literally, so tomorrow, chat, wait, yeah, because today's Thursday. So tomorrow, we're going to be doing community night. We're going to be playing, I think, Prop Hunt and Gary's mod. But I'm gonna be live with FGO first, and then we're gonna raid into Trubs, and then we'll be doing basically community night on the Discord. So if you guys want to join in on that, make sure you guys get on the Discord, and we'll be trying to do stuff like that. And we may do other like mini games because like again, I think Prophet's gonna be running it, but the whole goal there is gonna be to like kind of watch the anniversary festivities as they go and give people something to do. But yeah, we'll have it literally Friday going into Saturday, and then Saturday going into Sunday will be the big actual Annie stream. Like, there's still probably going to be some news that comes out Friday night, Saturday night, but like, it's going to be one of those deals where it might be something like, say, the first like banner of summer units. I think that's what they did last year, and then as we move into like JP essentially getting to like their big announcements, then we'll probably get the actual like anniversary servant and like GSSR reveal and all that. At least it's the weekend, so staying up isn't the worst. Yeah, I mean, like, the only issue for me is usually that the JP stuff happens at like 4 a.m.
continues to get worse.
But that doesn't mean everything is lost. If we hit the enemy command post now, we can still retrieve the data for the guide.
Now, did you just say retrieve the data for the guide?
Wait, so chat, how do I get the bunny spiral catalyst? Like, how do I get the missing piece? JP's going into maintenance tomorrow, is that right? I think. I don't know.
Just how much do you plan to rely on that guide?
You prefer to keep sending in the investigative core? How much time have we wasted searching for the Iron Hearts without any leads?
See, chat, it's just
Alpha,
like Skyrim.
This
for
is
real,
the best
for real.
opportunity we've had in a century.
It's definitely a very pretty looking game.
Or
Probably would be better
it
if
could
I had
be
a
a
better
trap.
graphics card.
The Descendants are Albion's only hope, and now it's like they have a parasite attached to their minds.
This way, Descendant.
So she's like some guide/AI program, I think.
It seems HQ is faltering. I understand. After all, HQ shoulders the burden of protecting humanity.
Boob window.
It is difficult for the fate of humanity to be placed into the hands of something only a few can see. But Descendant, my purpose is the same as yours. Trust me. Do this, and you will retrieve the Iron Heart.
Go on. Okay. Bunny feels real fun. That's what I've heard. A lot of people not only find Bunny hot, but just that her gameplay is like pretty good. I've also watched a couple streamers play this, at least some. So like I have a basic understanding of things, but not necessarily everything else, right?
There isn't much time. We have to hurry.
So, Q to Gravewalker?
Descendant, I apologize for my temper. I should also apologize to you, Nell.
Okay,
It
chat.
seems the divide between our
Quick
opinions
reading.
regarding this. I did not authorize the investigation of the Ancestors' facility because I trust. My intention was to prevent the Vulgus from accessing the Ancestors' data, which is why, regardless of whether I trust her or not, Bunny has identified a number of Vulgus facilities located in the direction of the Grand Square. If we investigate them, we should be able to track down the location of the Vulgus.
Yeah, how do
command
I
center
upgrade
where the
that,
data is
Ver?
being held. As for the guide, let's continue that discussion after this operation is complete.
Not sure if you have to continue, Kingston. I might. Like, I don't actually know, right? Also don't know why I can see specifically Twisted Gamer 71 there. Go to the yellow marker. Okay. Gotta activate my prime hands. Mastery rank by earning mastery rank experience. The higher the mastery rank, the more benefits you get, you'll receive. Increase the module capacity and storage capacity of your inventory. Make sure you check the benefits of increasing mastery rank. You need mastery rank experience to raise your mastery rank. It can be obtained when descendants who have not assigned any socket types to module slots level up, or by clearing a mission for the first time. Hold the button to raise the rank and enjoy the various benefits. Okay. Can I send a friend request to Cat? Oh, hello, Zen! Of course you would show up as I'm playing. How's it going, bud? I'm just getting started with this, so I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I showed up yesterday during your debut. You did. Well, actually, that wasn't yesterday. That was 2 days ago. I'm addicted to this game. I've heard a lot of people shit on it, but I've also heard a lot of people like say good things about it, and they say that like Nexon's actually listening to people for once. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll give it a shot. The characters are hot AF, so it is what it is. All right, so we did that, and then I gotta like acquire a bunny catalyst. What the hell is Seneca? Nope, we're not touching that. Whatever the hell that is. Then... Mastery rank training complete? Okay. The fruit of my labor. You're able to pick up more valuable supplies on the battlefield. Oh god, you're saying this whole time I could have been picking up better stuff. Okay. Yeah, I saw that I had hit the max rank. I just had no idea how to raise it because the game hadn't really told me, or I somehow like missed it. I wasn't sure which one was which. Devs are being super transparent and nice. So is it like not the normal Nexon people is why? Or is it like maybe Nexon has realized that they need to turn over a new leaf? Also, Zen, do you have any idea how to fix a shader issue? Okay, there's my... You can check your missions through request, story progress, subquest, Descendants grow. Doesn't seem to be the normal Nexon people from what I can tell. I mean, honestly, it's a good thing if that's the case, right? Like... Target item? No items registered as targets. Yeah, don't you need to like research Descendants? Like, I assume that's what's happening here with Bunny. Is that like, I'm like, because I started out with Viessa, and I guess I'm probably like getting Bunny really quick here. Yeah, my loading time is just like ridiculous. Oh, there's ultimate versions of each one. Interesting. Yeah, okay, so this is literally the things. This item is not obtained through research. This item is not obtained through research. Okay, so it looks like there's definitely going to be other things. Wait, do I need to research a character that I already have? I installed it on my game, reinstalled it on my SSD, and it was 9 day. I mean, I have it on my SSD, so like I'm not sure why it's having such an issue. It's actually on my newer SSD at that, so like it's, I don't know. Mastery does overflow. You mostly equip any high-level DPS weapon until you beat the campaign. That is something I had already noticed with my inventory. Was just like, oh, hey, just literally just go in and equip something like that's even better, right? Okay, so I guess I got a submachine gun there. Which I think there's probably ammo overlap if I had to guess, so I want to use different types of weapons, right? Tactical rifle. Aimed B. I sort by DPS. I've just been using the like recommended stuff until I have an idea of what any of this stuff does. Because I assume it's like, even if it's like off, it's still gonna get me like a okay-ish thing. And I guess I have a Descendant module. We'll let that do its thing. Weapon list. I don't know what any of this means. At least not yet. Probably Khadroth. Yeah, how do I get the social? Oh, here. G is socials, yeah. It's not like there's gonna be any other Khadroth out there, right? So it should be relatively easy. You know how everyone says they would quit FGO if they added a 6-star? I would quit if they added more NP levels past 5. Yeah, I mean, I agree, right? Like, that's part of the reason that I have issue with the whole, like, rolling NP6 argument. I think that's just dumb. I don't think anyone should have to roll that. Okay, so... I definitely have other stuff over here, so I guess we'll go to this area. Ah, look, my shaders are already at 82%. Oh, wait, hold on. They're going backwards. Now they're at 79%. Oh, now they're back up to 80, 81. When are we getting fourth of pen skill? I do wonder if they're going to pull that one out, but like I've said before, I think you're safe from something like that until they actually fix the coin system. Even if you're the only Khadroth that's still required. Oh yeah, I'm aware. Like I know these stupid things always put like a string after everything. But I don't think you're going to see that any other time. The world map button also has your quest tab as well. Okay. But no, yeah, like it's wild that it's taking this long because, like I said, it's on my newer SSD, so I don't know why it's having this issue. It may be that I just need to turn graphics settings down. Do you think we'll ever get replayable story nodes? I would never say never on something like that, but I don't think it's a priority for them. When is the next Monster Hunter thing? I remember they said there would be a playable demo somewhere. Yeah, I think they said coming up here in like a month or two that you guys are going to get a playable demo at one of the conventions. But I don't think that'll be like playable necessarily across all of Steam, right? But we'll see. That might be the case. Gamescom Germany, yeah. Bruning's going to fly on out there. There we go. Wait, huh? Oh. Oh. Okay. I assume red is bad. Database. I don't think I have the item. Oh, okay. I like how my typing is literally just like mash hands.
Thankfully, since they damaged the network infrastructure, transmission speeds have been extremely slow. That came back to bite them.
I know some Monster Hunter YouTuber will fly out and record it. Oh, absolutely. I mean, like, you say that, there's probably just going to be a Monster Hunter YouTuber that's from Germany, right? Like, they won't even have to fly out. Also, is there some place that I need to, like, accept the requests in?
I was going through Bunny's recon, and I noticed there was a Vulgus battery I haven't seen before. If we can get the specifications and output, I can figure out why they installed it. Connect your receive to the battery storage container.
God.
I'll disable this.
I feel like the grapple's just ever so short.
Exposed, put it in the supply box and send it over.
Wait, huh? Okay. Ooh, this gun's got a little bit of kick, but this is doing so much more precision damage. A few different grapples you can unlock. Oh, good. Okay, dude just transitions like that. Okay. Damn it. The fucking reloads just keep killing me here. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. I'm not gonna make it, am I? Good lord, dude. Oh, come on. Come on, man. Like, that's just rough on a, like, single player for that. Accept my friend request? I don't have any idea. I was asking earlier how to. Like, is it, like, do you get a message or something? Okay. Okay. Okay, added as friend. Party invitation.
Hey, Descendant. I was going through Bunny's recon, and I noticed there was a Vulgus battery I haven't seen before. If we can get the specifications and output, I can figure out why they installed it.
Well, the fact that you had to do this twice, too,
I'll disable
is kind of nutty.
remotely. Once the battery pack is exposed, put it in the supply box and send it over.
Your instance is full? They're, like... I'm hesitant with how long my load times are right now to move instances. 4 is the max instance size? I can't remove someone, can I? Oh my god, you piece of garbage. Don't run past me, you asshole.
Take this.
Dude. trying to stand up front so they don't come into the circle. I didn't realize that they actively, like, prevented it. Dude, how are you supposed to get around them? Is there like a way to actually like knock their shield back or something?
I'm loading.
Okay. If you shoot the center of the shield, it staggers them? Okay, good. Wait, where's the B one? Huh? Huh? So there was the A one, but where's the B resource storage? Okay. Weird. I didn't want to hit that, but the 3-round burst did. Oh, whoops.
Can't escape.
I keep forgetting that I can roll. Okay. Well, this is going a lot faster with multiple people. It's weird that just having multiple people makes this so much more doable. And not even because, like, oh, you're just shooting them faster. Like, it just feels like it's taking faster. Okay. It's so small, yeah.
Seems the electrical
Okay.
grid is connected underground.
Looks like we got
The
that
opposite
one
amount
done.
is just right for operating a command center. So the Vulgus command center is underground. I'll let
Surprised there's
Bunny
not
know.
like grenades in this game. Or if there is, I haven't found it. So killing them before they get there makes it faster? Okay. Yeah, and that might just be the issue. Oh, right. I keep thinking I need to destroy that instead of interact with it. Wait, wrong way. Yeah, see, there's times where, like, it just doesn't feel like it actually has much length to it. Zug, zug. Yug, yug, yug. Wait, what am I doing? Defeat all targets. Okay. I don't like how short of a clip the submachine gun has. Okay. I assume that's like my super gauge down there.
Looks like they're serious. Maybe our radar really is bothering them. Let's show them what an electric.
Wait, what the hell does my Z do?
Looks like they're falling back. Great job. I'll need
Okay.
to move on. Ha-ha!
It's your mana. Yeah.
Enemy command center has been identified.
Great work, Bunny. You kept at it until it was done. Thank you.
Yeah, good
It's
job,
all
Bunny.
thanks
You
to
did all.
everyone who worked hard to find the clues. So, are we planning to hit them right away?
You've already been injured by Corel.
I got
so
it.
Full-scale combat is out of the question for you at the moment. A different Descendant will be tasked with a strike on the Vulgus command center.
I wanted to help.
Descendant, get the coordinates of the command center from Bunny and prepare to attack. Over and out.
Yeah, like I still don't know how I'm supposed to get the remaining like stuff for Bunny. Like the amorphous material pattern. Like, is this stuff just like dropping from me doing the missions? Or is there like something more? I also don't know what that indication is.
I thought I heard something.
Yeah, chat, this is Bunny.
Did you hear Alpha? Time to swap
She's
ships,
basically
partner?
like the tracer of this
honest,
game, if I had to
I wanted
liken her
be
to
the
any
one
other
capture the
character
Vulgus
so far.
commander. How infuriating. The
It'll show the
operation
loot,
to retrieve
okay.
The Ironheart failed and I got injured. Ugh. That leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Guess I'll head back first. Good luck. See you in Albion.
You can see she's just like the Flash, basically. At which point I'm like, how the heck does she get hurt in the first place? Void fusion reactor. Void shards can be acquired from clearing void fragments. Okay, so I probably don't want to touch that yet. At least not until I have some idea of what the hell the void shards even are. It seems like it's a resource limited thing. But is she British? She could be. Start a public operation. Should we start a private operations then? I don't know if you're considered to be in my party still at the moment. Are you liking it so far, Kat? I mean, aside from the load times, I'm having like at least a somewhat enjoyable experience. Like, there's nothing that feels too crazy with it, other than they don't necessarily explain things to you. Ideally, you'd have to party up when at home hub. Okay, so just do public. Oh god, that was either instantaneous or I just got totally bamboozled. Oh, come on. My shaders just loaded to 100% and went back down to 1%.
Intruder alert! Ah, you're finally here, Descendant.
Oh, look, Chad, I'm with Ozzy.
You were simply here to stop us. But now I see that wasn't the case. Also, what the data. And I'm afraid I can't
Yeah, that's Bunny.
take it.
That pulse, that wub wub.
Data for Lord Corral! Quickly!
Descendant, if you see the Vulgus data transmitter, please destroy it. At that range,
My god.
I'll be able to
Person-
intercept
no!
the transmission and secure the data.
Jesus.
It's imperative.
Because
we
somebody
prevent
else
the
couldn't
ancestors'
jump and
data
fucked up my
from falling
jump.
into Corral's hands.
In that regard, it almost feels like the setting is more like Anthem
Transmission is taking
than
place
like,
close by.
at least from what I've seen of Warframe. It's like, isn't Warframe more space, chat?
You should be able to see the data transmitter shortly. I'll prepare myself.
Damn level 20 people. So like, is it just that they got like queued in with me because I'm a noob? Mechanics are 1-to-1 with Warframe? Okay. Yeah, like I said, I've never played Warframe, so I had no idea. Okay, they're already just dead. I'll hit something eventually. I'm actually surprised they're level 20 that they're not instantaneously just murdering everything. What was that noise? Did he like actually drop something of value? Probably some scaling. That's true. I didn't think about that.
Is this data not your objective?
Is this a butterfly?
Protect the transmitter at all costs.
Great job, Descendant. I will collect the Ancestors' data. Please focus on the battle.
Whoops. Dude, I'm just following them at this point. I have no idea where I'm going or what I need to be doing. Wub, wub. Wub, wub. Okay. Okay, they got him. I'm not sure if Ozzy died because I just saw him like spawn behind me. Minutes max for the whole thing. Oh, what? Just to show the difference in scaling. What is the max level on this game? Ooh.
Collection 90% complete. Descendant, I'll look for the final data transmitter. Wait, the location is...
No, not Greg!
Descendant, did you want to stop the data transmission?
It's evil Greg, chat.
Transmitter. You will be defeated.
Oh, did they already beat it?
We need to hurry. The data transmission is almost complete.
What? Greg, Destroyer of Worlds. Yep. At this point, I'm just focused on gathering the loot before they murder everything. Oh, ow. Okay, so I clearly gotta kill the other shit.
Data packet collection 100% complete. Data integrity.
Wait, is my
verified.
inventory full?
Descendant, you did it. Thank you for helping me.
No! How do I don't even know how to like properly see my inventory or empty it out. Like it's kind of nutty. I think you need to pick up stuff. No, like it normally just picks it up when I run over it. Slumber Valley. Total damage. Oh, okay, sweet. It didn't move me out yet. I have like no idea. Try getting rid of like... Oh, wait, no, hold on. Wait, no, don't... How do I just like... Select junk. Okay. Dismantle junk. Okay, so now I picked up those two at least. Yeah, like, I was just like, I just want to like select that. And I think the rest are all module slots. But I don't know. Well, either way, we missed out on that last thing, but I think it was just a module. Hold control to dismantle, shift will select all, tab will deselect all.
Data. With this, I have been able to restore my system. If there are any descendants who can speak to me now, please connect. I would like to speak with you directly.
Mailbox.
I have vital information.
This is Enzo, standing by to upload records to the command console. If there are any descendants able to respond, please speak to the guide.
Okay. So first of all, let's see. So what do we got? We got a scout rifle that is way better than that. Another scout rifle. I assume at this level, like my crap doesn't matter too much. That's an assault rifle. There's at least more than what I have. How do I sort? Sort by new, sort by DPS. Sniper rifle, scout rifle. Shotgun, submachine-y. Alright, so almost a bunny, yeah. So let's designate all as junk. And then let's dismantle all as the junk that it is. So there's no like sell it for like money. You're just always gonna dismantle for like parts. Crossplay server participation reward? Oh, sweet. Void battle clear reward, sweet. Reach level 20 reward, sweet. Crossplay reward, sweet. Steam beta test participation reward, sweet. Dismantle because parts greater than the small amount you get. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure, so it was just like, well, whatever, right? Scout rifle still shittier than my other one. Like, so the only thing that's stopping me is I assume they relatively share ammo unless otherwise indicated. That's kind of why, like, I haven't bothered. And then equip recommended. Wait. Yeah, okay. Is there a limit to how many, like, modules I can hold? Sorry, I know there's module capacity, but I mean, is there an inventory limit to how many modules I can hold? Playing out loud instead of typing? Sure. Give me 1 second. You're not in the Discord, son. I can't drag you in if you're not somewhere. Oh, Discord, I hate you having to scroll.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm here to be your First Descendant guru.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. So,
Allow
on
me to
your
stop
gun,
sucking.
It will tell you what ammo it uses.
Yeah, that I can see. And that's why I was just assuming that, like, you just have a pool of that ammo type. So you don't usually want to overlap and, like, use two weapons that use the same.
Exactly correct.
Okay.
Mods have their own storage limit. That is in the bottom right corner. It should be 1,000 or 1,500.
In the bottom right corner.
When you're looking at your mods on a weapon.
Okay. Yeah. So, like, do I need to, like, delete some of these or junk them?
You should be fine for quite a while.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm at like 47 out of 1,500, so.
Yeah, no, I'm normally sitting a bit above 1,000. And even then I'm being a bit, inefficient with inventory space.
This is...
Oh my god, information left by the
Descendant.
ancestors.
Should my system be damaged again?
So do I need to, like, go and
Contact
unlock
with
Bunny?
another
Like,
Ironheart.
should I be
It's a
trying to,
fail-safe
like, get
restoration
research
method.
and stuff going on the other
However,
Descendants?
should this prove to be
So most of
by
the ones that
collecting
you will
particle
get,
elements from where the Ironheart was excavated, a
you
similar
have to
contact
research their
environment
parts,
can be
which you have
created.
to both get blueprints for
This
and
protocol can
materials.
also be applied.
Yeah.
Materials you'll find around the
Vulgus
world
wanted
or
to
from killing
when I was
enemies
separated
or
from the
doing
Ironheart,
missions. The
the
blueprints
Ironheart
will
that the
drop
Vulgus
out
seized
of.
was also damaged.
I
The
don't know how to
Descendant.
describe it other
There
than
is
just
something else that concerns
loot
me.
boxes.
Mm-hmm.
You
How
don't pay
did the
for them,
Vulgus
but you
know that the ancestors'
you do
facility had
content. You
this
get the loot boxes.
information?
You do different content. You
The
craft
only
them.
entities
And I
that
assume
can
you
recall
can pay
who
for them, so
consider
it's probably
using
what, like the old
restoration
Overwatch
protocol
system
are
used to be?
guides and
You
ancestors.
can immediately pay for
Unless-
a character,
wait.
but you cannot pay for the
Descendant,
loot boxes or
I can
anything.
sense vibrations.
Oh,
They feel
interesting.
very similar to
I mean, I
a
guess
black
that's-
erosion. Threatening.
Good?
It's. I mean, yeah. If you just want to buy the character, you can. It means you have to farm a lot less to get the character.
That's kind of what I heard, is people were saying that I guess the farming is pretty
Damn it.
nuts, because, like,
Why a Colossus
there's, like,
now,
the
of
skins
all the
and everything,
times?
right? And they require whatever
All personnel,
750
prepare
of
for
this
an intercept
currency is.
battle.
I don't know what it is, but
Deployable personnel.
Caliber.
Make your way to Seneca immediately
Yeah,
and
it's
head
not-
to the void.
Too insane to do the farming. I've got pretty much all the characters at this point.
mm-hmm.
If you know how to farm smartly, it's not bad, because a lot of the stuff you can farm multiple things at once, and people don't.
Yeah.
Would have thought that our cave manifested.
So as far as that goes, it's not too bad.
The space-time fabric of the void is a descendant. Ever since
don't like the
Corral
auto-tune
caused
on
the
this
void
guy's voice.
erosion with the Ironheart. According to my calculations,
I don't like
the
it.
classification type
No.
is
It sounds great.
Gravewalker. That specimen was weaker due. If this
Okay, so I'm gonna
Colossus
have to go kill
manages to enter
Gravewalker
Ingress,
anyways, basically.
We must intercept. I will send you to the void. May the intercept
That
be-
is one of the boss fights.
Okay. So wait, so should I add you to party now?
Yes.
How...
So if you open up your
social...
map or click G, you can then navigate to the social menu.
So because the instance was full, it doesn't even let you join the party? Like,
Correct.
even if you can't join the zone?
Correct.
That is so dumb. I
If
don't
you're in
know
the
why
same
games
party,
don't get better about that sort of
You
thing.
have to be in the same zone, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure why.
So wait, so then, like, you're joining me here, so then what happens if I teleport off?
It will take me with you.
Okay. Hello, Ern. How's it going? Oh, do I?
Yeah, if you click escape to open up the menu, that's bottom left.
Can you hear me now?
In game? Yes.
Interesting.
So it's using your other mic.
That. This makes it so much better for me because it means that people were actually hearing all of the stuff that I'm saying.
Some random person. What you talking about?
No, chat, these guys are pretty strong.
Poor level 20. They're also new to the game. These guys are great.
Okay, so wait, so it's just telling me I guess I have to go somewhere out into the field.
You have to Gravewalk.
Where is Gravewalker?
Gravewalker, if you open up your...
Is he in Kingston?
No, if you open up your world map, it's actually down at the bottom. It's a way to intercept.
Oh my god, I just want to go to the world map. Why is there not like a button to just go straight to the world map? Is it G? Okay. Well, you said it's at the bottom?
Yeah, so if you go to the bottom, the diamond, this is Void Intercept Battle Normal.
Oh, okay.
And then the first one should be Gravewalker.
Select the Colossus to intercept. Check a prerequisite conditions if the Colossus cannot be intercepted. Oh, so you have up to 3 deaths before, like, you just fail?
Yes.
And he's just got his sensor, his helmet, and his core. So we want private then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know, either it'll match me with you regardless, it's just what I want to run.
Well, considering I'm gonna be all 3 deaths here.
I doubt it. I guess it's depending how many bullets I want to fire.
Wait, this is literally the fastest I've loaded into anything.
Yeah, it's just the monster, so it's very small. Likely to quickly.
Okay, so like... Yeah, go for it. I don't give a shit. SMH. It's like you didn't even try.
I mean, if you want to put it up again, I can.
So wait, so sorry, so what's the max level then?
So for characters and your gun's proficiency, it's 40. For your gun's level, it's 100, and then for accounts, it's 30 technically, but if you do everything in the game to give you XP towards account level, you'll only get 25.
Wait, select amorphous material?
Yeah, so you can crack open. This is the loot box thing I sort of mentioned.
Yeah. So I probably need the one for Bunny then, right?
You probably want the one for Bunny because it's guaranteed, but if you click the other ones to view what they have, you can sort of see what they have on the inside of them.
Okay. So, Glay. Ultimate, 15%. No, sorry, 38% chance.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I guess these are just research materials for the others?
Yeah, so those will be different parts of either weapons or characters.
Mm-hmm.
The weapons are all ultimate weapons, think sort of Destiny exotics.
Yeah.
Or something that has a bonus effect on top of its stats. And then the character parts are character parts.
Well, I mean, should I then try to get, like, this ultimate research material here, then?
You should probably go for Bunny first, because it's guaranteed to give you the last piece you need for Bunny. So you'll be able to go immediately. Immediately research our timer.
So even when you have all the parts, you still have to research.
Yes, yeah. Researching is the sort of you queue it up and then you come back. However many
Okay, so
hours
we
later.
should go back to Albion then.
Yes.
Loading shader. Yeah, it does feel like it's faster if I've already been to an area. So it seems to me like it's the... You remember like some of the other games that we would play, they would have like the shader glitch and it would have to like reload the cache every time? That's kind of what it feels like it's doing, where it's like the first time in, it has to assemble the shader cache, and then after that, it does it a lot faster.
I think that's
Have
actually
you
what happened.
completed
What's happening?
preparations?
I believe it's an issue with...
Good work, Descendant. The Colossus was...
Leave it to
However,
number 5.
until the...
I wouldn't be
Descendant,
surprised.
if we can remember your...
That was a job well done, Descendant.
Because I saw, like, I
you were intercepting
Googled
the
it, and
Colossus,
a lot
the
of
guy
people were
gave Enzo
saying,
some important
oh, this is
intel.
just an issue with,
It
like,
concerns the next operation, so head back to HQ
like
once you're
basically
ready.
since they did some hot fix or something last week.
Descendant.
Okay.
Using the end after under...
Like, it's just everybody
It's
is
a
just
weapons
getting
production
errors or
site
taking
where
forever.
Cyborg, Sharon, and the... I've assigned
Which,
you
you know,
to this operation as well.
Everybody, you know,
Sharon
quote
has
unquote.
exceptional infiltration skill. Your mission, I still have... But
Everybody
after
complaining
witnessing the
about
intercept, failure to do so would leave the remnant... So, Descendant.
Okay. I'm shocked to learn that the fate of humanity rests on my shoulders. I could have never seen it coming. Okay, knowledge on how to become more proficient. Okay. Training. Okay. That told me, like, nothing. Enhance any module one time with Cillian. First of all, where's the... Go to Anais and research Bunny. Where's she at?
Bottom left corner of the map.
Wait, bottom left? Okay. Yeah, with the shaders being the way they are, I don't even want to, like, load all this. I do think it's interesting that there's already so many different, like, skins in this game. It tells me what their entire goal is. And it's probably why they're being as generous as they are on everything else.
They've been surprisingly good with even stuff that they haven't had to, like drop rates and weapon balance.
Now what do you want? Go
For
on,
example,
I'm
they
waiting.
bug fixed one of the weapons that was doing more damage than it should, but
Get a new Descendant or weapon through research. Here, various research items are proposed. Check the recommended research list. Select a topic you want to research. The corresponding research list will be displayed for various Descendants and weapons. So, like, do you need to actually get, like, every Descendant? Is there, like, some advantages to certain ones and stuff where it's like, oh, I really need, like, the tanky motherfucker for this boss?
So every Descendant you level up to max for the first time will give you account XP.
Mm-hmm.
And help level your account. Other than that, the only thing you really need to do is it's very good to have one Descendant of each element, because some content requires you to be a certain element to get reward. You can still do the content with other elements, but you won't get the reward from it.
You said it was a 4-hour timer?
Oh no, that one's a 1 minute. My bad.
Yeah, I was like, hold on. I assume it's just because it's the first one.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, look, it's so fast and fun. Do the next 4 hours.
Look how quick it is, and if you click on any of the other ones, it's not even going to be 4 hours. It's going to be...
So you're saying, though, that, like, 32. Depending on the boss, that I need to be taking the right element to counter it is basically the deal.
Not the bosses so much. Bosses, it'll help because they do have different elemental resistances, but there's specifically something called void shards, which you need an element to even start the activity. If you have a teammate with the element, they can start it and you can join it, but then you won't get the loot from the activity. You'll just get the XP.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between, like, a normal and an ultimate Descendant?
So the ultimate will have two main differences from the normal. It'll have slightly higher stats, and it'll have it'll look different, and then it'll have one unique skin. Other than that, there's no difference.
Do any, like, skins or any unlocks that you've gotten for the prior one also occur on, like, the ultimate one?
Yeah, they're shared.
Oh, okay, good. I was gonna say, I was like, dear lord, that would just be annoying.
No, they're completely shared, and even things like they added a summer skin for all the male characters. You only need to buy it once, and it's shared across all male characters.
Magisters are probably humanity's real hope.
Wait, did I not, like,
Don't you
pull
think?
Bunny out? Do I have to, like, redeem her or something?
Yeah, I believe you have to claim her.
Okay. I was gonna say. I was like, her icon turned gold. Wood, thank you for the 30. I hope you're doing good, and thank you. I appreciate it. Not Ajax? No, we got ass instead.
Yeah.
Okay, so I assume there's basically nothing I can do until I get more resources anyways.
Not really.
And my mastery ranked up. Which means I need to go somewhere.
The hand.
The hands? Oh, okay. I was thinking it was the robot dude again, but yeah. So mastery is account-wide then.
That's your account level.
So it's probably going to be pretty easy to get the max mastery then.
It is not.
Oh, really?
It slows down with each level, and the max is 30. If you do all of the content that gives you or your mastery, you'll only get 25.
So you're just going to be time gated to a degree.
Even then, that's leveling every single character, weapon, as well as doing every single mission on both normal and hard mode. You'll end up doing them all on normal mode just as part of the campaign. It's just ending up like going through them all on hard mode. That's kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Farming out to get every single weapon and every single character. That takes time.
Okay.
So I think most people currently are sitting between the 15 and 20 place for endgame.
Yeah, it probably depends on how much they've played.
Most of the time when I load into an instance, I'm the highest level. Any sort. Like,
Okay, click on the Descendant you're interested in, select the Descendant menu. Three days and 3 nights straight wouldn't be enough time to tell you about her? I see. Amorphous materials are the source of all potential. Be unlocked in the void after defeating a Colossus. You basically just gotta go, like, farm the Colossuses. Is there, like, a stamina or a limit to it?
Nope. The only limit is the amount of stuff that you have to actually crack open.
We're sure this is made by Nexon.
I know, right?
Like, cause like, I feel like that's the epitome of the gacha thing to do, is like, oh yeah, no, you can totally farm it from this, but you can only do it 3 times a day.
Yeah, no, it is, like, for example, I think I was farming one earlier today. I think I might have done 30 or 40.
Wanna feel
Okay,
chill?
so we could.
Are you?
Wait, so both my descendants are level 10?
Yes. They started you off at level 10 for both.
Okay. Alright, let's try using Bunny then.
There is also, you can save loadouts in your inventory menu. It's the preset option. And it will save character you have, which weapons you have equipped, as well as any sort of gear on the right side of your screen.
Wait, there's gear?
There's gear.
Oh, I didn't realize this was a thing. I guess sort by level. God, I've been bad, haven't I?
Yeah. Where you're at currently, it's not nearly as
Yeah, I
big of a deal.
figured. It's just like, I'm surprised because it doesn't really feel like they actually do tell you about a lot of this. Like, maybe
Well,
they do
don't.
eventually, but...
kind of. It's weird. It's weird that
DBNO duration. Assume this is her
down
skills.
but not out. That is your bleeding out duration.
Oh, okay. So probably better just go with that. Then, yeah, I'm just gonna keep going base. Wait. Oh, it's... Huh? Okay, I see. So it's... The components are actual type-based.
Yeah. It's got a sort of shared pool where you can see them all, but each one fits into its own slot.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb. And then... Processor. Yeah, so it looks like it's just boosting your actual stats, essentially. Why does it keep
It does boost
being
your base
red?
stats, not your final stats, which is very nice.
Oh, so this is almost full, so I should probably... So, is this shared across multiple Descendants? Or is this,
Yep.
like, specific
So-
to Bunny?
Nope, this is just your inventory across multiple Descendants.
Okay, so then designate all as junk, remove and dismantle junk. Yeah, because I was getting full and I was like, hold on, I need to not get full.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then... Wait, did it shift? Oh. I got some really good rifles there. Guess we'll do that. I want the scout rifle or the sniper. The only issue I have with the sniper is that you have to scope on it, I assume. Versus the scout's like the 3-round burst, I think.
The tactical is the 3-round burst. Scout is a single or semi-automatic, and it has a scope on its own. It's going to be less zoomed in.
I guess I'll go with the sniper for now. It's it's way more damage.
Oh yeah, no, snipers are gonna always more damage, though they'll have less ammo capacity, that sort of thing.
Yep. Yeah, that's my only issue with them, is that like this feels like it's very much a like fodder type of game. So like you're just gonna be dealing with so many ways that I'm not sure that the sniper's really gonna be the biggest of deals, unless like again like you're up against a boss or something.
Yeah, that's sort of their niche. Where they really shine is up against a boss.
Okay, so then I got the Descendant module. We'll equip the recommended. We'll save. So you're saying I can save a loadout now?
Yes. Reset.
Reset. Oh, okay. Save current settings. Okay, so it's specifically save. Oh, you've got to unlock more.
You'll unlock more as you level up your account.
Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, man, that's... Don't tell me I gotta pay for that and that's how they get you, because if there's one thing I hate and cannot stand in games, especially live service games, it's when they monetize inventory. That's where I just start losing my fucking mind. Oh, see, yeah, so you already have the swimsuit outfit. Wait, are you stuck wearing the mask there?
No, I could take it off if I wanted.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just curious because I was like, huh, is that like a thing with like the ultimate skins or something? Okay, then. I got awards. Oh, let me ask you something else. I think when I was watching one of the other streamers, there was like the ability to like get drops. Where would I go to redeem that?
Which, like, Twitch drops?
Yeah, I think so.
I believe the campaign. Not sure.
Do you know where I would check? Like in game, I guess.
I believe it would just show up in your inbox.
My inbox? I mean, I did get a bunch of stuff out of my inbox, so maybe that was it.
I think all that was the sort of closed beta
Well,
and
not that.
launch celebration stuff.
Yeah. Well, do you need to like link with like some account or something?
I think you probably have to link your account with your Twitch.
Yeah, that's probably the issue then. Okay. Our Twitch shops usually link to account and redeem on Twitch. Yeah, and I think I did that, but I don't remember. Because, like, I installed First Descendant, like, 2 weeks ago. And I logged in and did stuff, but I didn't actually have the time to play because I was doing all the debut prep, and so I didn't get any time to actually spend on it since then. So if I lost it, oh well. But, yeah, I think this is going to be it for me tonight. We are already past 11, and Cat is tired boy. Let me see who all's on. Let me toss you guys back to Mr. Fox. He's on playing some FGO. Oh, I spelled his name wrong. I know I did. Yep. And we'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, basically we've got the whole, like, JP anniversary festivities starting off. So, like I said, tomorrow's going to be FGO and community night. So if you guys want, get on the Discord. We're going to be playing probably Gary's mod, doing some prop hunt, and I will see you guys for that. So, go give Mr. Fox my love, and have a good one. If I can find... There it is.